Up, up. All right, we are in Dierks, Arkansas, getting ready for the big matchup with Spring Hill, pivotal 2A3 conference clash, and we have got the chopper coming in. I don't know if they're bringing in the game balls, but this community is excited. This is Duran Miller. I'll be bringing you play-by-play. We've got Carson Ward joining us for the first time this season. Does a lot of work with us here at the Arkansas Sports Network. He's going to be on color, and of course, we got Aaron Powers producing for us. And Coy England, first time he's worked with us, doing the camera tonight, getting broke in. He's doing an excellent job on that chopper right now. We're going to find out if our papers fly away here or what happens. Uh-oh, we lost the tarp already. That's the run-out tarp. And that is...
Yep, and there go the yard markers.
Air Arkansas lift team. Going to land right here on the 50. Yeah, thank you. Air Evac Life Team. Just a hair. First time we've had a live chopper landing on our ASN broadcast, so pretty cool for sure. Carson, you made the drive up here from sophomore now. I guess you're close to a junior, aren't you? Second year. He doesn't like talking about himself like that, but a junior technically in credits at the University of Oklahoma State, or Oklahoma State University, I should say. And there is bringing in the ball. And man, Dirks is in this nationwide T-Mobile contest. It's called the T-Mobile Friday Night 5G Lights, and they are number one in the country right now. They've got about a 25,000 vote lead at last check over a school in Oregon, and it's a contest to win $1 million to upgrade their football facilities. And they really have been talking to us about it today. Of course, we had a red plate over at the pizza store. We're going to show you all that footage at halftime. We've been meeting at the Booster Club and with Booster Club members, I should say, and just talking to a lot of people around town. They are excited in this community. It looked like the county fair out here earlier. They had all kinds of tents up and games for several hours, T-Mobile booths, and just a great time here in Dirks. And I'm telling you what, these kids right now and these people in this community are never going to forget this time. That competition ends October 24th. We are going to link in the comments on Facebook and YouTube where you can go vote. Let me pull that up and I'll give everybody the link as well.
This is a very proud football community. You hear about them pretty much every year. They're in the conversation in the playoffs. I played against them when I was playing high school ball at Conway Christian in 2A, and they're just a physical group every year. They do not at all take what they have here for granted, this football program. They love it. They cherish it here. The community has been fantastic. Keep in mind, this is a town, when you pull in, it's got 1,100 people.
Right.
That's what it says on the population sign. I know those are not always accurate, but that's what it says on there. So they're not only leading by 25 times the town's population, but they have, close to 170 times. Last time I saw it was like 179,000 votes or something like that.
Yeah, it was 129 last I looked yesterday.
174,000.
So now it's 174,206, and they're Lebanon, Oregon is in second with 149,832. So they're still up right at 25,000 votes. That website where you can go is www.tmobile.com/brand, like brand of clothing, /Friday-Night-5G-Lights/B, and we're going to have those links for you. And you can go to Friday Night Lights. Say it again, Aaron. Yep, FridayNight5GLights.com. And it will be in the chats. If it ain't already, we'll have it in there shortly for you. Go vote. We've been talking to people around town and different people involved with the school district, and they've been showing us clips. We've been sharing a lot of them. Darren McFadden's giving them shout outs. We put that on our page. Tyler Wilson from Greenwood.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy. And there's a funny story about that as well. That Jeff Foxworthy was doing a concert live in Indiana, and he got everybody to vote. And then what I heard was there was some talk that Lebanon, Oregon was going to get Larry the Cable Guy, and someone at Dierks got a hold of somebody, and they got the number to Larry the Cable Guy, and he came out and said, "Nope, go vote for Dirks." So that's just a really fun thing that's going on right now, and that competition ends on October 24th. So get your votes in, and this football stadium was built in 1917. We're on top of the press box right now, and I mean the folks here have been phenomenal. But I'm gonna tell you right now, they need your help. They really do. So yes, so definitely go out and vote for them. But we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and we're going to have some more pregame information for you right after this. But we'll be back, and we'll get ready for kickoff as well.
Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
It's so hot, you're going to think my prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now. Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales in Des Arc. Little town, big dealership, okay? And I asked myself, what is it? Is it the pricing? Yes, the pricing. You can get one of these nice vehicles for not a lot of money. Don't be a loser. Follow us on Facebook, d3autosales.com.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
Well, hello again, sports fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales, by Arkansas Tech University, by Tyson Foods, by Premier Facilities Group, and by Metcalf Trucking Company. Here we go, Arkansas. Are you ready? Tonight, the 2-2 Spring Hill Bears offense is finding rhythm, but consistency will be key tonight. The Dierks Outlaws 3-1 are explosive, and they've been dominant at home. It's Spring Hill and Dirks. Expect a high-energy clash as both teams battle for a crucial midseason win. Buckle that chin strap, folks. It's time for kickoff.
In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
All right, there was your national anthem and your moment of your prayer before that. We're getting ready for football. We got the captains coming out from both teams. Looks like you got 2 coming over here from the Dierks Outlaws and 4 coming in from Spring Hill. A couple honorary captains as well from behind, and we'll get the runouts. Carson, let's talk a little bit about these teams. Dirks comes in 3-1 on the season. Last week had a big win over Lafayette County, 47-15. Spring Hill comes into this one just 2 years removed for playing for a state title in 8-man at 2-2, and they got a big win over Mineral Springs last week, 18-6.
Yeah, looking at Spring Hill, Coach Greg Smith, they're a team that last year kind of started to struggle a little bit with the transition from 8-man to 11-man, but this year they come in, they win a conference game off the bat. First conference game, you beat Mineral Springs.
Mm-hmm.
The offense we saw them come out in looked like a double wing kind of offense, and so it looks like they're going to want to run the ball right down the Outlaws' throat. Now, one thing that you have to do if you're Spring Hill, which is really hard to do against the Outlaws, is be the more physical team if you're going to run the ball like that. Dirks has always been a very physical team. Like I said, I know that because I played against him. And if you were still standing up, that offensive line was going to try to get you down.
Bro,
So
very blue collar,
hard-working town here. And I would say the key to the game for Spring Hill is just that. You got to out-physical the Outlaws. Now, on the other side, you look at Dirks. Beckman, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, the quarterback.
Yes, that's correct.
Peyton Beckman. He is a absolute gunslinger. He is a guy that they're going to try to play through. They're going to try to run their offense through. And what you look at when you see him is you look at the stat line from last week against Lafayette County. You say, this guy can absolutely throw that ball. He's got a cannon, and he is going to really stretch this Spring Hill defense. And you got to watch. You got to put pressure on the quarterback if you're Spring Hill on defense. Offensively, if you're Dirks, you got to protect your quarterback, give him time. So it's just going to be a battle of the line of scrimmage once again. That's what we're going to see on both sides tonight from both these teams. I expect a close game, and we're going to see both of these teams having a good time out here on the field.
All right, there we have it. We got fireworks. You can get those as well, Coy, if you get a chance after the team gets out there. Fireworks over the north end zone, and Spring Hill came out just ahead of the home team on that one. It's going to be a fun matchup. You brought up Peyton Beckman. This kid, I got a few stats from their stat guys down in the press box below us. We're on top tonight, and they didn't even have one game on their iPad. They didn't get it marked down. But without that game, 38 for 76, 873 yards, 16 touchdowns, and he hasn't thrown a pick yet.
Yep.
And he didn't throw a pick in the game. They didn't get the stats on either. And he is a true pocket passer. He don't like to run it. He's got 23 carries for 25 yards. So I mean.
Yep.
Or it might have been, yeah, that's right. So, I mean, he's not a guy that wants to run the ball. He wants to throw. He's going to go through his progressions. So it's going to be fun to see. You don't see a lot of 2A teams have a true, in-the-pocket top passer. Yep. So we're going to have that on one side of the night. We're going to have a physical run-it-down-your-throat team on the other side. It's going to be a fun matchup.
And the thing is, when you have a quarterback like that in Class 2A, we look at Luke King at Hazen specifically. That's the one I always think about. When you can move the ball down the field through the air, you're going to be a big threat to everybody else in the class because, truth be told, everybody's going to get gas running the ball up and down the field through the passing game. And so, because these teams don't have a million football players like some of these 7 and 6A schools do. So
yeah, both rosters about 30 people on each team, and that's a big roster at this level.
Yep.
So Spring Hill back to return it here. I think that's number 20 back deep. Jackson Putz, but it's going to go to the up man, number 24, Mason Moore. He's not going to get much on the return. They're going to start from about the 34-yard line.
So what you have to do here early for Spring Hill, they're going to get the ball first from the 35, got 65 yards to the end zone. Can you run the ball 65 yards to the end zone? If you can get that figured out on the first drive, you're going to set the tone for the rest of this ball game. What Dirks likes to do, like I've been saying the whole time, is be more physical. If they come out and be aggressive, it's going to be hard to keep up with them.
Yep, the official mark was a 35. So here comes Spring Hill. They're going to come out. Wing tee offense. Got a fullback dotting it, and they're going to hand it to him on a little dive on the first play. Line's going to push him forward. He's going to get about 3 yards on the pickup, make it 2nd and 7 at about the 38-yard line. We're going to give him the 39, excuse me. So I pick up a 4, 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4.
Thank you. Drop us some comments. We say a name wrong, let us know. We'll try to correct that, and give us a shout out. Let us know where you're calling from or where you're watching from and who you're watching. If you got a kid on the team or a relative. Who do we got already? You said? Becky said, "Go Outlaws." Thank you. She says number 9, talking about Drake Thatcher. This time they're going to fake the dive. They're going to toss it out on a sweep. Nice running room by number 5, Henry Townsend. He's just a sophomore, and he looked good on that run. Got a first down for his Bears, and they're across the 50 into Dirks territory, down to the 48-yard line.
Not a lot of margin of error on a play like that. If you're going to pitch it out there, you got to make sure everything is going right. You got to make sure that motion man's going. You got to make sure that you're going to make that right read when you're trying to pull it from the belly of the fullback. And then you got to make sure that your read's not crashing in on you. There's a lot that has to go through the quarterback's head in the span of about 2 or 3 seconds. So great read by the quarterback there to get the first down.
It was close on that pitch. If he's a split second off, he probably gets knocked down.
Yep.
This time back on the dive, and it's going to go for about 2 or 3. Jackson Smith, the quarterback, handed that one off. Trying to see the ball carrier. I think it was 21. Levi Askew.
You know what I've been impressed with so far is Spring Hill they don't have the biggest offensive line, but they've been able to get some solid push so far in this first drive. 3 runs, and you're already at about the 46-yard line here in Dirks territory.
So you've picked up, started at the 35, so you've picked up about 18 yards so far.
6 yards a carry or so.
Now they're going to come out in a pistol formation, trips to the left. Now they'll move the running back beside the quarterback. He's going to pull it out of his belly, going to throw it out, get a little bit of a bubble screen out front. Going to be pulled down. And they're going to give him forward progression back to about the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a no gain. We're going to have 3rd and about 8.
I can hear my head football coach from high school say, just get upfield.
Rough.
Just get upfield. Don't try to make anything special. Set up a better 3rd down and just get upfield.
Probably could have got a couple more yards if you just went with it and tried to juke a guy. So 1 passing play so far went for no yards. Now we got trips to the left, 4 wide. He's looking to the right. He's got a man up the seam, went through the hands, in the air, intercepted. That's number 4, Macklin Smith. He's got the sideline. Can he get past 54? He's going to cut back. Got to pick up some blocks, and they're going to have time to, as he cut back, to catch up to him. And he's got to pick all the way back to the 15-yard line, it looks like.
The receiver was not ready for that ball, and you could tell. And by the way, think about the change of momentum in just about 2 plays there. Dirks gets a stop on that first pass play. Second pass play, they come out, and they throw it deep, bounces around, and anytime a ball is in the air like that, it's usually going to go the defense's way.
Looked like it went through the – you got the replay? Yeah, I missed it, but went through the receiver's hands. Like you said, it didn't look like he was quite ready for it. Kind of bounced off a helmet after that, up in the air. So here we go as Dierks has the ball. They're going to come out in a shotgun. Trips to the right. We got a tight end on the left side. We got 1 running back. Beckman has it, gets it out to number 10. That is Ben Ernest. I'm going to assume that might be the coach's son.
Probably related to him somehow or another.
Head coach Paul Ernest. And loss of 2 on that one, though. Good defense on the first play there from Spring Hill defensively.
That's just called gang tackling right there. You know, you get a bunch of guys to the ball and let them get that guy down.
Same formation. This time they're going to hand it off to the running back. He's got some room. Got a little wiggle to him. Good-looking run from number 9, Drake Thatcher. Thatcher, without that one-game statistics, has 18 carries, 163 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's also caught 4 catches for 67 yards and a couple touchdowns. He's going to get up to the 8, and they got to get to about the 5 for a first down. So it's about 3rd and 3.
This is definitely a spread attack. We've seen Dirks in the past run that flex bone style, so this might be a little bit new to them.
This time they put the running back on the other side. He's just going to be a lead block for the quarterback. Like we said earlier, he's not a guy that wants to run it a whole lot. You know, you won't see a whole lot of design runs. This time he'll take it. It's going to be very close to a first down. I think it's maybe just a half a foot shy. See if we get a measurement. They're going to say no. They're going to say 4th and inches here.
Man, it looked like he got it from up here, but of course those officials have the better view.
Find out if they ever get under center. Looks like no. Stay out. They've basically been in the same formation. They moved the running back around a little bit. They've had a tight end on the left side the whole time. And this time the right guard's going to move, and that's going to turn 4th and inches into 4th and about a long 5.
Man, you want to talk about flashbacks to my old high school coach. That'll do it right there. Don't jump. Don't move. Just don't do it. You have the advantage.
You ever get a whistle on the helmet?
Huh?
Did you ever get a whistle on the helmet and a face mask grab?
Oh, yeah, a couple
times. You dummy-o.
Couple times, yeah. Couple times.
So 4th and a long 5. They're going for it. Too close. Not to here. Same formation. Hand it to the running back. He's going to follow his blockers. He's going to have the first down. He's going to be closer to 3. And that's going to be a first down by Thatcher. And that was a good hard run and well blocked. Here comes your replay. You'll see Beckman hand it off to Thatcher. Thatcher over the right side. Then he sticks his foot in the ground, gets vertical, runs through one tackle, a shoestring tackle, picks up the first down. Spring Hill with their backs against the wall after that big interception return. Got them way down here in the red zone.
Great job by Dirks not letting that false start be a drive killer.
A little bit of a tough snap, and then the pass is dropped. It was a forward pass, so no fumble. Yeah, it looked like Beckman it was kind of low, kind of a fastball right on the waistline. And I don't know if he had his hand on the laces when he ripped that out to the receiver. Still made a good throw. It was accurate.
Right.
Receiver just a little too hot.
Mm-hmm. Beckman, I've been impressed with the very little bit that we've seen from him so far. Just you can tell he's just an athletic quarterback. He can move as much as you need him to, and ever since Paul Ernest came here, they've been running that spread style offense, and they've done real well with it.
So here we go. They're going to hand. He's going to fake it, keep it himself. He tries to get vertical, gets stopped at about the 2. He falls forward real close to the goal line. They're going to mark it at the 1 foot line. Excuse me. Yeah, 1 foot line.
Man.
So 3rd and go, about a football to go or so.
This is where that big physical Dirks offensive line has to come in and just want it more. You got to get up there and get some push.
They got a good size on the offensive line, especially the center. Oh, this time, second level of the defense of Spring Hill came in and plugged that hole. Number 7, one of the men in there, Grayson Stout, along with several others. Appreciate Coy England, what he's doing with the camera. First time they ever worked the camera, and done a great job with it so far.
How about
the
atmosphere tonight, by the way? I don't know if we talked about it that much.
We talked a little, but not enough.
Right.
I was talking about it earlier with all the tents they had out here in the games, and they had the bounce houses. And quickly, though, here we go. He's looking to maybe pass. He's going to go ahead and run now. Can he get there? He gets popped.
They're going to say no.
The secondary comes up and puts a finish on him. And I'm impressed from the Spring Hill defense. Had their backs against the wall, able to hold the Outlaws out of the end zone and a turnover on downs, but now they're going to have to go about 98 yards. See the spot officially here. Here's your replay. As you see Beckman trying to get that corner and just a great swarm to the football. A couple guys got on him, and then the second level came up and finished them off. You know, we were talking about the quarterback for Dierks Beckman. The 2 passes we saw were very accurate, though, from Spring Hill. And just went right through the hands on that one by Jackson Smith, the quarterback. I've been impressed with him as well so far. He's been very accurate. His first play, they're just going to hand it to the fullback coming through on a little dive play off the right side. Trying to give them some space, so they're not smothered in that end zone.
I'm sure that was a design fullback dive right there. That wasn't, read and react and all that. Just give it to the big fella up the middle. Let him get a few yards so that you're not backed up against the wall here.
He picked up 3, about 4, up to the 5. 2nd and 6. Smith under center, and we got movement this time.
On the defense.
That's a free 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd and about 1.
Against the Outlaws. 5-yard penalty. Move the ball up to the 10-yard line.
Another thing that I wanted to mention, when we post about Dirks on our page, it gets reactions like crazy.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
They're proud of this. This community is very proud, and just that was evident as soon as we got into town. They are excited about this team. They're excited about what they have here, and they're proud to be where they're from. And it's shown through on everybody I've talked to today. It's just been a fun day. This pitch to the left side, and now we got a flag in the vicinity of holding. We're going to have to wait and see. Surprised they pitched it on 2nd and short.
Right. That's almost a play that you run it up the middle. You try to run it up the middle, just punch it through. If you don't get it, you just do it again.
Right.
You can do it 3 times in a row, really.
They're talking about the spot, it looks like. Did you see a face mask? I didn't see one.
I didn't see anything.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back.
The Bears.
That's going to be 10 yards. So half the distance to the goal in this situation. So 2nd one's going to turn into. I'm not sure. The line of scrimmage was around the 10. So if it's half the distance, he had to be in the backfield when it happened.
It's a spot foul, isn't it? So I don't know where he was on the field when it happened, but
he must have been at the. Well, they put it at the 4 now, 4.5, almost the 5. So he had to be around the 15.
Yeah, for a option team like this to go from
here.
2nd down and 1 to 2nd down and 7, it's a drive killer almost. Sometimes.
Quarterback's back. He's going to throw it down the middle. A little bit dangerous. He was bracketed pretty well that time, and that's going to be an incompletion, and we'll have 3rd down now.
He had number 20 out of the backfield right here, facing his direction on the right side of the field, wide open. And he just didn't see him. He threw it in that triple
I think it's one of those situations where your heels are on the goal line and you just kind of rush yourself sometimes instead of going through that second progression.
Yep.
So ball is right basically on the 5. Got to get to the 11, looks like, for a 1st down. Going to come out 3 wide. Now we got a wingback coming in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. He's got some room. He cuts it up field, up the seam, and he's going to have a 1st down, it looks like, up to about the 13 or 14, looks like the 14-yard line. So that time they go back to the pitch. Of course, that's time you need a lot more than 1 yard, and it works out for him. That was just a really good run from the running back. Stuck his foot in the ground. If he kept trying to bounce it outside, they would have strung him out.
Absolutely. You see, like I was talking about earlier, that's a play the quarterback has to make 2 or 3 decisions in the span of 2 or 3 seconds. And he just got it out there on the pitch. And that's a dangerous play because if you don't make that pitch, that's going to put it in the end zone and either a safety or a touchdown. So risky play there, but it works out for Spring Hill.
Coach Greg Smith, he went to this wing tee, and they kind of come out of a spread when he was at Dover back in around 14, 15, 13. There's another flag in the backfield off the reception. I think it's going to be holding, it looks like. Holding or a block in the back, possibly.
On the play, the Outlaws made the tackle. So at the 18, personal foul against the Outlaws.
Yeah, personal foul against Dirks. So Late hit on the quarterback.
Yep, and that's something that, you get them stopped short. You're playing solid defense here so far. Get the turnover on the first drive. Can't make those mistakes like that if you're going to come out and win this game with Spring Hill competing the way they are so far.
I mean, Spring Hill comes out. What you want to do is you want to drive down the field and get the crowd out of it a little bit. They throw a pick. They run it all the way back. I think it was to the 15, it seems like.
Yep.
And then Spring Hill turns the momentum around again by keeping them out of the end zone. That was a big play. You can tell the crowd's a little bit quiet, and now they're driving. And right there, like you said, that penalty, just a bad decision right there by the defense. And now they're really getting close to midfield and got something going again. And think about the confidence they will build if they can go all the way down the field from where they started. That's a little double.
Yep. Beckman was all over that.
Reverse kind of play, and they ate it alive. And Beckman, like you said, doing a great job defensively that time. That's a huge loss. Make it about second and about 17. Here's a replay. Fake the dive on the pitch, and then, we faked their cameraman out on that one a little bit. That was a tough one. Yeah, you ain't got to be perfect. You ain't got to be perfect. Hey, back out just a hair. You're a little tight. There you go. That'll work. You can probably come out just one more click out. Right there. That's good. I want to get good definition on them. We want y'all to be able to see the Gatorade coming out of their mouth. Well, we got a timeout by Spring Hill. We're going to take one with them. And we're got a bunch of sponsors, a bunch of red plate stuff coming on tonight. We're going to be talking about those things. We'll be back right after this.
My prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
Arkansas Tech University has pathways to go to college beyond free and help cover the cost of your education. While other universities may claim a debt-free option via a special scholarship, ATU doesn't need a special scholarship to cover tuition and mandatory fees because we're already one of the most affordable universities in the state. Instead, ATU offers 5 pathways for graduating high school seniors to cover the cost of attending classes. And one of these 5 pathways could pay for you. Apply today at atu.edu/beyondfree.
All right, we're back at the Holler in Dierks, Arkansas. Hashtag AR Sports Net. Buy us a cup of coffee. I can't talk. Buy us a cup of coffee if you like what you see out here. But back to action. And we got a false start, so we could talk about that cup of coffee a little bit more. There's a buy us a cup of coffee in there. It's got its own dedicated chat when you do that. We'll give you a shout out for sure. Hey, if you're watching right now, what's our likes at right now, Aaron? Give them a call to action here. 4 likes, and how many are watching? How many devices? 63. Is that on YouTube alone? YouTube alone, we got 63 live devices and 4 likes. Come on. Come on, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Ring that bell. We'd really appreciate it here at the Arkansas Sports Network. And we'll check the Facebook on there as well.
Spring Hill going back to a spread look here. You're backed up 7 yards past the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a tough.
Wide open is the running back. And he's going to get back to the original line or close to it, about a yard shy of it. That was number 5 on the reception, Henry Townsend, the sophomore. He's had a good game so far. I like what I've seen out of him. Another accurate pass from the quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a dual threat guy when you're running the double wing like that, and then you can back up and throw the ball. And Smith, great job getting this offense moving a little bit after that loss of 7.
Trying to get these Facebook comments pulled up, but here we go. We got trips to the left. He's going to pitch it out off a high snap. Get to the big man. He's going to rumble and take a hit at the end, but going to get a few yards. That was number 21. Levi Askew, the junior. Michael Grubb says, "Go Outlaws. Thank you for your support for our town through this sweepstakes." Got several watching on Facebook. Looks like about 13 right now, live devices. Appreciate all y'all. All right, so unless they pooch punt it, which I think he's going to at this point, after he backed up, he is. They have no returner back. And that thing's going to roll all the way down inside the 10. It's going to stop at the 6-yard line, but they'll down it there. For a second there, I thought I saw a Outlaw picking it up, but it was a Spring Hill. That was number 5 running down there, Townsend, and downing it right at the 6-yard line. So they couldn't go down and score, but they reversed the field.
Great job by the Spring Hill game plan, really. But I was going to say defense, but their whole game plan, they've been just keeping the ball away from Dirks' offense.
I've been impressed how they swarmed to the ball.
Absolutely. Beckman is dangerous. He's absolutely dangerous, and you want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, and they have done that so far tonight.
Now he's backed up on his own goal line in the shotgun here, so let's see if they run it early on, unless they just give him something where they can throw it out quickly, basically a running play. So they're going to come out with 3 wide, tied in on the left side. They've basically been in this formation most of the night. 2 to the right, 1 to the left this time. I've heard they run a pistol a lot. We haven't seen it much yet. We've kind of seen a pistol would be a little bit offset once.
Yep. It's mostly been that shotgun formation so far.
We're trying to fix the clock here. What's going on? All right, finally they got it going. So Beckman gets the snap, fakes it, throws it out on a little slant, throwing the wide out, and it was there. And that's a gutsy call right there on your own. Basically, you got your heels in the end zone. It's a great throw and catch for a nice pickup for a first down. Ball's up to the 18-yard line. And we got a message from Aaron in Topeka, Kansas, at Hooters in Topeka, Kansas. Who is that? Sarah Wright. Thank you, Miss Wright, for messaging us. So, hey, if you're at Hooters, enjoy some wings and watch a little Arkansas high school football on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Topeka, Kansas.
30-yard line. He'll be
Yeah.
by Queens and Lindy.
They might be. This T-Mobile thing has blown up, and now that all the other Arkansas schools have gone out of it because they didn't make it to the next round, and Dirks is the only team left in Arkansas, the whole state is starting to get behind them. It's kind of like Chris Allen in American Idol.
Right. You know where he was from?
Conway. I know, buddy. But he went to public school, didn't he?
Right.
He didn't go to the Christian school.
Him and Peyton Hillis. That's the pride of Conway, Arkansas.
Oh, I know. I watched Peyton several times. That's the end of the first quarter. We're in a 0-0 ball game. We've got a good one so far as Spring Hill trying to hold Dirks. Dirks driving 2nd and 10 when we get back. We'll be back with more right after this, right here on ASN.
The Arkansas Sports Network Basketball Classic tips off January 3rd in Clinton. Some of the state's best teams. One unforgettable day of hoops. Don't wait. Secure your seats now before they're gone. Get your tickets for the ASN Basketball Classic at facebook.com/ARSportsNetHS and ARSportsNet. Or you can click the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
All right, we're back here at the Holler, home of the Dierks Outlaws. And let's talk about this T-Mobile thing a little bit more. We met with Crystal Green today. She's on the Booster Club, and she was the one that they were just kind of coming up with ideas, like how can we raise money to get a better facility here field's in rough shape. This stadium was built in 1917, and they come across this T-Mobile event. It was her idea. She saw it, brought it to everybody, and they started doing it. And like when I first heard about it, it's not been long ago. I was like, Dirks, Arkansas is #1 in the nation, and it can be any level, any classification. And then I found out, and did I say in Arkansas? I meant to say in America, but sorry, my producer is talking to me as well. Y'all can't hear him, but he's trying to help me out here. Meanwhile, we'll get this play going. As the quarterback's going to roll out. Beckman, he's got a man. He's just barely going to overthrow him, and he's kind of hitting himself right now, upset with himself that he let that one slip through. But back to what I was saying, Crystal Green, she brings it forth, and then everybody's just kind of started following it. And Jeff Foxworthy has talked about it live in concert, got everybody to vote right there, made everybody get their phones out and vote. And, I mean, they picked up, I don't know how many thousand votes, probably right there alone. Larry the Cable Guy has gotten behind it.
Darren
McFadden, Tyler Wilson, and there's several more.
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't hear about that one. So that's even more, and it's just really picking up, and I would not be shocked to see them in the lead on October 24th when it ends. This time, Beckman's in trouble. He makes the first man miss. Impressive job. Gets a big block on the backside. Now he's got a wide-open receiver. Floats it to him. The big boy's got it. He's making people miss. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dierks Outlaws. What a play from the quarterback, Peyton Beckman, hooking up with Colton Cadbury, the 175-pound wide receiver, linebacker, backup quarterback, senior. Unreal. Got fireworks on the north end zone. And, I mean, that quarterback play right there, that first tackle, he was dead to rights. I don't know how he got out of it. Then he picked up a big block. Loop that replay one more time after. Let's go ahead and get to the extra point, and then we'll loop it back after that.
A little bit of
Gadberry coming off the field. He's breathing a little hard right now.
A little bit of Peyton Beckman, a little bit of Mahomes and Peyton Beckman, I should say. A little moving around in the pocket, getting away from the defenders, and just dropping it over the top.
Low snap. Holder picks it up. Does it go through? We got a lot of pink dust in the air for T-Mobile. It is wide left. Let's see that replay again now. We'll keep it here during this break.
So that gives
our replay is such a long play. We don't have it set up for that long, because if we make it longer, we'll miss the next play. So, but you've seen him at the end make a man miss and get up the field and just outran everybody. And I was impressed. He's built low to the ground. He's one of those guys. It's kind of like a bowling ball coming at you, hard to tackle.
And now Beckman, with the missing footage game, has 17 touchdown passes now on the season. In what is this, the fifth game?
And I'm sure it's more than that.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the first week they lost to Falcons to start the season out 41-14. They've won 3 in a row since then. 40-0 over Mountain Pine, 61-24 over Parker's Chapel, 47-15 over Lafayette County last week. So now Spring Hill give up their first touchdown. They got a chance to get back on offense here and see if they can go answer it. This is going to be a end-over-end kick. It's going to bound at the 23, picked up by the returner. He's got it right up the middle. Not a lot of room there. He's just going to run into a wad and get tackled about the 33. Trying to see the number. Was that number 20? It was. That was Mr. Russell Ramirez, 130-pound senior wide receiver, defensive back for the Outlaws. I'm sorry, I read the wrong team there. I apologize. That was Jackson Putz, a senior for the Bears. We're losing lights up here on top of the press box, so it's hard to see the rosters.
Let's see how Spring Hill responds here. You are down here early second quarter. This time.
Give it to the fullback. Not much there. Great job by the end. And the linebacker had 52 and 16 kind of game tackling that time. That was Tristan Goodwin, number 52, and number 16, Thomas Salgado.
Salgado and Godwin combined.
Both.
Tackle on
Godwin's a junior. Salgado's a senior.
So it'll be second.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
You have decent field position here. You've had a drive that started on the 35 earlier, and you weren't able to get it down there and score. Let's see how they do on this one, moving the ball down the field through the air and on the ground.
Got an H-back this time. Out of the shotgun. They're going to throw it out. That might be a lateral. He picks it back up. He makes one man miss. Going to have a nice gain. And I'm telling you right now, that sophomore is fun to watch with the ball in his hands. Henry Townsend. Nice pickup, kind of out of a disaster early on, turns into a big play. And you see that sometimes, and guys kind of freeze when that ball hits the ground, get out of their angles a little bit. He's able to pick up looks like about 6, maybe 7. I'll say 6, bring it 3rd and 4.
Third down and 3 here. It's kind of a no man's land area if you don't get it. Inside the 40.
They're going to give it to the last man through out of the I formation. He gets hit just shy, about a yard shy of the first down. They're going to give him that progression, bring up 4th and 1. Now, they went for 4th and go earlier and were turned back. Big decision right now for head coach Ernest.
Yeah, well, man,
Ball be spotted.
that's something. I didn't think they got it, but they're going to give it to him. First down.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. And I said Ernest. It was Coach Smith that had the decision that time.
Not anymore.
Yeah, now it's a first down. Here comes Jackson Smith bringing the play in. And now we've got a timeout by Spring Hill. So we'll take a break with them. 6-0. We've got 9:25 to go in the first half. Outlaws in the lead right now. We'll be back.
Outlaws lead 6-0.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Look, everybody's talking about D3 Auto Sales, and I say to myself, there must be something special about this dealership, and it's their prices. You can get one of these vehicles right up here for not a lot of money, right? That's D3 Auto Sales in Desart, d3autosales.com.
Back here at the Holler. 1st and 10 for Spring Hill as they're driving. You got Smith under center. You got a wing back on the left side now. He's going to come in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. Got a knifing in Outlaw, but he gets by him. Another impressive run from Henry Townsend. He picks up 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball on the 49 of Dirks now.
Just a shifty runner. The way he plays reminds me of a guy like Darren Sproles. Just not the biggest guy out there on the field, but he can move inside and out, weave between those defenders, and find some space. You know, back when Darren Sproles was in the NFL, the teams would just run a screen pass to him, let him get out there and make something happen, and that's who Townsend reminds me of.
You're a little too young, but there was a guy named Michael Westbrook that played for
The Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles, and he was similar in that aspect. Yeah, he watched those NFL films. Kind of I don't know if they were setting up a screen, but it was a jailhouse break on the line, but they throw it deep, and it's too far this time for anybody.
I know about the old Westbrook and Dawkins days for the Eagles.
Yes, sir.
Brian Dawkins was
Stud.
outside of
One
Ray
the best
Lewis,
safeties ever.
one of the most physical players.
Which Lewis was a linebacker. Oh, you're talking about physicality. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Especially in that era. You know, you go back to the 80s and the Ronnie Lott and the Steve Atwaters in their 90 days.
Yep.
You know, that they were able to just destroy you and get away with it.
Yep.
Dawkins did it with a little bit tougher rules, but still a little bit more freedom for the defense back then than you have nowadays. Even there's a nice play on the dive, and he's through the second level. He's angling away. Can he stop him? He will. He'll bring him down inside the 10-yard line. but he looked like he was shot out of a rocket. That's Levi Askew, first man through. Here comes the replay. He just got it on a quick hitter right up the middle. Great blocking. I think that's the left guard. Show me that one more time. As they're still getting the play in. See if you can see this guard. I think it's 68 maybe. There is a flag, but it's a sideline warning. What number is that? I can't see, but I'll find out. I think it's a left tackle.
That right there, you just
He's
give
blocking
it to your
15
fullback.
yards downfield, flat backing guys.
Yep, that fullback with just a burst of speed up the middle. And that's what you want every time for Spring Hill. You get that fullback up the middle with that much space. It's going to be a first down every time.
So first and goal, ball on the 9. They're going to fake the dive. We got a false start, though, and they're going to back up 5.
Flag prior to the snap. Going to be false start again.
Now you're going to have first and goal from the 14.
Yeah. Shoot themselves in the foot on that one. Don't want to get behind the sticks that bad, especially when you're sniffing the end zone.
Right.
Make it harder on yourself. You know, that'll drive Coach Smith crazy, I promise you.
This Dirks defense, we'll see if they can get a stop like Spring Hill did earlier in the game. You know, they got right down there to about the half-yard line or the foot-yard line is what you said, and just popped it in there, popped it out of there, and great stop by Spring Hill. We'll see.
Going to throw it up the seam. Had him a little behind. We haven't missed anything yet.
Spring Hill now, you got second down. If I was Coach Smith, I'd be running that ball right up the middle, see what you can get. Get into closer range here.
Back in the double wing this time. He's going to drop it, throw it out. He's got a lot of space on that left side. Makes one man miss. He's tripped up real close to the 5-yard line. What number was that? Can y'all see it?
20.
Number 20.
On the catch?
Yes.
Yes, 20 on the catch.
Yeah, Jackson Puts. Coy, go in and click on us.
You got 2 plays to get 7 yards here.
A little bit too much.
Let's see if Coach Smith decides to go
there you go.
Run or pass here on this critical third
hand
down.
it right, just a hair. I formation. They're going to give it to Townsend, and great job defensively this time from the Outlaws. We got Kay Garlington in our Facebook chat, I believe, on YouTube. I think this is YouTube. It is. Watching from Fordyce. Go Bears. And Rodney Starwalt says, y'all do a great job. We thank y'all for being here. We appreciate that comment. So, going backwards a little bit here now. Another fourth down. 4th and go. This time Spring Hill. Got 2 wingbacks. One comes in motion. He's going to fake the pitch. He's looking. He had a receiver out the bat. He's still going to get it in time. Just a great job shielding off the defender, using the body. Is that number 18? Number 12 on the catch. That is Chris Corbridge, a sophomore.
4th down and goal from the 7. It's go time. You got to have it. Tie the game up with Dirks here.
Replay. Go ahead.
They absolutely get that one. You can see the sense of urgency from Spring Hill, and Coach Smith certainly pleased with that result.
Corbridge was wide open, but the quarterback had, after that fake pitch, he had to get his feet set. That's a tough play. Still had time and enough arm strength to get it out quickly. This is a quick one. A little bit low. He's going to weave his way up the middle. He's in. And he ran over a man, and Corbridge is taking over right now for the Spring Hill Bears.
And they've gone to that little outside, almost like a bubble screen out there is what it looks like. They've gone to that play a few times tonight. Hasn't worked probably to the level that Coach Smith has wanted it to, but right there, worked to perfection, and you get the couple of yards that you need there, punch it in for 2.
Man, he got hit right at the goal line and stood up after they knocked the defender down. And kept the legs moving and got in the end zone. And great hands by Corbridge because that ball was thrown out sharply and a little bit low. He was able to go down, pick it up, get his head upfield, make a man miss, and knife his way through there. So 8-6 after that 2-point conversion, 6:50 to go in the half, and it feels like it's been a very long time since Dirks had the ball offensively.
Yeah, the thing with Dirks is Beckman is so explosive that any given play that he drops back to pass, he might see something that the defense doesn't and just drop it right in the bucket for a touchdown like he did on that last drive.
We might have lost feed there for about a play or half a play on one of them. If we did, we apologize. But I'm watching the touchdown on my phone on the playback, so I know we got it in on YouTube. Touchdown and the 2-point. I'm good. All right, here we go. Low line drive. Picked up by the up man at the 24. He makes one man miss, goes over to the right side, gets one block, slips through a tackle, almost shoestringed him at the end.
Flag.
And there is a flag back at the 31-yard line.
Flag on the return.
So we get a block in the back or a hold.
Made the tackle.
It's going to be
blocking penalty against the Outlaws.
Going to back it up 10 from about the 31. So put them just shy of the 20. Looks like it's about a half a foot. Sometimes I'll mark it from the flag exactly. So they're going to mark it from where the play ended. So we're getting a
10-yard penalty
correction on our Facebook comments. Our roster says number 12 is Chris Corbridge. I'm getting information that it's Carson Hamilton. Thank you, Courtney Barker Hamilton.
Big run.
And there's a very nice run from number 4, McLean Smith.
He's going to be across midfield into Bears.
He's just a sophomore.
He's tackled there by number 60, Blount.
That was Hamilton, right?
First down, Outlaws.
All right. So we apologize about that. Like I said, we don't mind being corrected. We want to get it right. So if we got bad information, we'll get that corrected. Let us know. So nice pickup. They're across midfield. Coming out of the shotgun this time. Quarterback's going to pump and go. Now he had to pull it down and roll out. He tries to throw back across his body, and that one's going to be incomplete. Trying to hook up with Gadberry again, who had the first touchdown for the Outlaws.
Incomplete.
And Beckman reminds me in the way that he moves around in the pocket, in the way that he's able to just use that big frame of his to find the receivers when it looks like there's nothing there. Reminds me of John Mateer at Oklahoma. He's just always looking downfield, always has a lane to find something downfield and make some magic happen.
So 3 wide this time, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. This perfect pass is right through the hands. A couple drops. I mean, the one before that one was a tough job. I'm not going to put that all on the receiver. Tough spot. But that one probably should have had it for sure. And now we got 3rd and 10. Aaron thinks they should run the jet sweep. That's our producer. He's not a football guy. He's a producer top, just so you know.
Well, you know what?
And, hey, the jet sweep might work right here, to be honest. So
it's not a half bad idea.
He says something every once in a while. It just kind of falls in place, you know. What's that thing about a squirrel? You know,
squirrel
blind
finds
squirrel.
a nut. Blind squirrel finds
I know.
a nut.
It was rhetorical.
Oh, sorry.
So that overthrows the receiver. And it looked like him and the receiver just he stopped on the route, or quarterback thought he was going to keep going and just let him out too far that time. And 4th and 10. And now Aaron asked if that was a jet sweep. No,
yeah. So I think what happened in this specific situation is Aaron learned the term jet sweep this week.
Oh, yeah.
And just decided to throw it in there.
Yeah. I don't know when he heard it, but he has never had a clue what it meant.
Right.
So, punting situation here. But this is an area at the 50 where you could see a fake. So Spring Hill's got to be smart here.
They're going to run number 2 in there. I don't think that that's going to be anything special with the fake. I think it was just a substitution error.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
You never know.
Could be a fake anyways, and he just wasn't out there. Good snap. He's going to angle it away from the return man. He's going to have time to pick it up just inside the 20, about the 19. And then he's brought down around the 26, 27-yard line. And that is where Spring Hill will start. They've got the lead up 8-6, and they've got the momentum a little bit right now.
I got to tell you, this is not a spot where I thought Spring Hill would have the lead at this point going into this game. I was very high on Dirks coming in this game. I've heard, everything about Peyton Beckman so far and how talented he is.
7 touchdowns last week.
Exactly. So I thought Dirks, at the very least, it would be a shootout and Dirks would be ahead. But whenever you slow it down and make it up to your pace, Spring Hill's going to take over.
Got a wing back in motion. They'll give it to the fullback on a dive. And he's turning them legs, breaks the tackle, and lowers the boom at the end. That's Townsend. I'm sorry, that's Askew. And Askew, him and Townsend and Hamilton as a receiver have been impressive. And the other two were running backs, of course. And I've been impressed from Spring Hill tonight so far.
We've been name dropping pro comps all night. How about like Larry Sonka or Mike Allstott for that run right there?
Yeah, there you go.
Physical run.
Peyton Hillis, you keep it in Arkansas too.
Right.
Well, Barry Foster, quarterback's going to pitch it. And that's Askew again. And when he gets downhill, he reminds me of, what was that bigger runner for Bigelow a couple years ago when they were making their runs to state. You remember him? Number
Shane
5,
Dunlap?
the one that went over to Quitman, I think, his senior year.
Oh, Hobbs.
Yes.
Hobbs was quick. He was a quick.
Well, it's not him then. It was their
Dunlap,
bigger guy.
Dunlap.
Yeah, I think it is Dunlap.
Number 5 was their quarterback, Rhett Newmeyer, who goes to Oklahoma State with me. He's some kind of manager.
He's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Great high school quarterback.
Yeah. He's just got a mind for the game.
3rd and 1 for the Bears. And you could tell that was going under center. They were kind of moving. No flags. Quarterback sneak. Quarterback started leaning before he got the snap off that time, and it was easy from there. Just kind of fall forward. 1st down, Bears. Ball at the 37 of Spring Hill. 4:19 to go, and I don't think they're too worried about this clock right now. They'll be happy if they can run it all out and keep going down the field. Get in the end zone with a couple seconds left. That'd be ideal for them.
Into the first quarter, Greenwood 9, Russellville 7 right now. So might be a close one.
End of the first quarter? 9-7?
Yep.
No disrespect, but there's a nice pitch. And he's got the sideline. He's going to stay in bounds. Gets it right to the 50. That was number 20, Jackson Putz. He is a senior for the Bears. Another weapon that they've showed tonight. Putz has had his name called a few times.
You've got.
I remember because I actually said Putz once on accident instead of Putz.
You've got a lot of great runners for Spring Hill tonight. And by the way, number 5, you'll have to remind me of his name. Sophomore.
Townsend, yeah.
Townsend.
Henry Townsend.
He's got a bright future ahead of him.
He's a good one. Really good one. Just a sophomore doing what he's doing. You got Askew right now in that fullback spot. They're going to throw it out quickly. That's Hamilton. And that was a pretty good tackle that time. I think that was number 1. That was Bailey came up. Jason Bailey makes the tackle and space there. We give him a 2-yard gain. They'll give him the ball. He's leaning forward, kind of reaching out. 2nd 8. Broke it back into Dirks territory here at the 48. 2:55 and counting. Got 3 wide, wing back in motion. Give it to the fullback. He breaks the tackle. Right now, the dive play, if you can't stop the dive in this offense, they're going to have a long night. You have to stop the dive because everything else is predicated off of that. If you keep having success like that, it's going to be a tough night for the Dirks defense. They're going to have to figure that out. If they can't make an adjustment right now, they're going to have to do it at halftime. But I know head coach Ernest and company, they want to get it done right now.
Absolutely. And when you look at Dirks letting up those big runs in the middle, they've also given up some big runs on the perimeter as well. Now, where they've been able to stop Spring Hill is in that passing game. They haven't given up anything through the air. So you've had
on that last drive, they're at the end zone, but early they went to the pass, and
Right.
it kind of hurt them.
Right.
And there it is again. Askew left off tackle that time,
Man.
and he's got another first down, and he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down the field all the way to the 22-yard line. 2:10 on the clock. They'll stop to move the chains, but Spring Hill is in good situation here.
There's a reason they put him at fullback. He's not the biggest fullback I've ever seen, but man, does he run hard.
Runs hard. He's got enough speed, and he showed a little bit of moves. And there's a timeout. See who called that one. Was it Dirks? I believe it was. Right at the 2-minute mark. So we'll take a break with them. We're going to be back. You got something to show me here?
She became a member.
Oh, Brittany Robinson becomes a member. Welcome to the classic level, Brittany. Thank you, ma'am. Throw up that cash tag one more time. We'll just keep it here now that we're already into it. If you like what you see, you want to help us out a little bit, every little bit helps us. We'd really appreciate it. Cash tag AR Sports Net. See what else comments I can get to. We got, hey, says Ryan Hawthorne watching from New York City. Go Outlaws. And right now he's our number 2 fan in that YouTube chat.
Coming out of this timeout, Dirk's probably making some adjustments on defense, trying to stop that inside run. And then when you look on the other side at Spring Hill, you're thinking, why don't we just do a little bit more of the same? Why don't we try that middle once again? You got 4 downs, really, to get 10 yards here. I think you run up the middle 4 times, you got a real good chance of getting that first down.
Got 25 devices watching on Facebook. One comment. Hit us up in there, and we'll talk to you. That was almost stolen, but the pitch is going to go for a nice pickup. Hitting number 20 again this time, Mr. Jackson Putz. And that one was dangerous, though.
Right.
I mean, a split second longer, and he's going to knock that down or pick it off and take it back. Looked like Antoine Robinson in the SEC championship against Florida back in the day for the Razorbacks.
Well, Smith, the quarterback, he's been living on the edge when he's been pitching it all night almost. He's had a couple where it definitely got close, but you want that defender to come down as much as possible before you pitch it. But he has been, he's been making it close, but they've been able to pull it off.
Back to Askew. He's got a big hole. He's still rumbling and bumbling, stumbling forward, real close to the goal line. Looks like about the 2-yard line. First and goal.
First down and goal.
And that clock is rolling, and just what Coach Greg Smith wanted is happening right now if they can go ahead and punch it in. At this point, I don't think you're going to worry about if you get in on this next play. But more time you can take off, the better. But right now, I mean, they'll be happy to get in the end zone, even if it happens right here on first down. We got a wing back on the right side. They're going to give it. Oh, Askew's going to fake it to Askew.
Smith.
Quarterback's going to dive.
He's in.
Did the ball come out? It didn't, and it's in. Touchdown. The defender has the ball, but I guess he's crossed the goal line beforehand.
Yep. The official gave him the signal.
Let's see the replay.
That's going to make it still there. 14 Outlaws.
Smith going to pull it out of the mesh to Askew, and he's just going to get to the corner. Watch him stretch it out here at the end, and yeah, the ball came out. It looks like when he hit the ground. After he hit the ground, it kind of pooped back towards his waist, back out the short of the 1. So 14-6. This is a big play right here. This keeps it 1 possession if Dirks can get a stop. You got to have everybody flying to the football right here. Need some penetration in that A gap. They got it. Had a quick pitch it early. Oh wow. What a
Wow.
run. He just stuck his foot in the ground and got that defender to bite in just enough that he could go back outside and get the corner. Showed off some
Got a late
speed at
flag.
the end.
Got a late flag here.
I think it's after the play, though.
Yeah, I think it is too.
I think it's I think it's a little bit of
Unsportsmanlike or something,
excessive celebration top action or unsportsmanlike. Did you get a replay on that one, Aaron? Did you get a replay on that one, Aaron? Okay. He said no, folks, if you didn't hear him.
Even if this flag is on Spring Hill, it doesn't look like it is during the play, then it's still an impressive run right there. You just plant your foot in the ground and loop around that defender.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
He stuck his foot in the ground, and that outside contain had to bite on it. And when he did, he just went right around him. I mean, really good show of his hips right there to be able to just basically do that full speed, not break his speed down. Impressive. Was that putts or I didn't see the
20.
number.
It's 20.
Yeah, it's putts. Okay. Impressive. I mean, we've been talking about Townsend, we've been talking about Askew, putts, and also Hamilton and the quarterback as well, Jackson Smith, all flashing tonight. So now they're going to have to. Did you see that? Was it unsportsmanlike penalty?
So they're pushing back the kickoff.
Yep.
Okay.
They're going to have to. Normally kick it from the 40, should be from the 25. Hey, that's a big penalty though right here. Coach Smith's definitely not going to be happy about that because there's still a minute 10 on the clock, and we know this is a prolific offense here for Dirks. Beckman, 7 touchdown passes alone last week, and they're going to get it up to Jason Bailey. He's going to reverse course, finds a seam up the middle, comes almost back to the hash again. He's going to be well into Spring Hill territory, down to the 41-yard line. They got a minute 2 left after the kick return to go 41 yards. Definitely capable of doing that.
Yeah, Beckman, like we've been talking about this whole game, explosive player. He's got some explosive receivers out there on the perimeter, and you give him a little bit of time to make a throw and make a read, he'll burn you. You got to get some pressure on the quarterback here for Spring Hill.
Shotgun formation. He's looking, and we got a stoppage. False start on the Outlaws, of course, and it's going to be 5 yards, so the 41 is going to turn into the 46 now. Replay it down, 1st and 15. So I'm looking at the Facebook. We don't have any comments really, but I've got several watching. Kendall Hamlin, Dimitri White, Shirley Blackman, Brenda Cochran, Dakota Weatherford, John Pugh, Jacob Moore, might be my nephew, Brian, or it's my wife's cousin, technically. Brian Francis, Stephon Mogul, Tona Harris, Kent Kioski, Shirley Blackman, and the list goes on. That one out to Gadberry. He doesn't have much room this time. He's got the lone touchdown tonight. Clock is rolling after the no gain. 2nd and 15, down to 40, down to 39. Now looks like they're gonna call a timeout. No, they just went. He's going way out close to the. Gadberry went way out close to the out of bounds line this time. He's way off the hashes and the numbers. Quarterback's back. He pumps it. He's going deep this time. Going to be a jump ball. Cannot get it. Pretty good coverage by Hamilton and Smith. It falls incomplete with 16 seconds left.
He had a chance to get that ball. It was right there. Great throw by Beckman, and put it right there, and just good coverage by Spring Hill. There's 2 guys right there draped over him, and couldn't complete the pass.
So far, I've been impressed with the speed. More speed than I expected to see tonight from Spring Hill.
Yep.
And it's been a tough time for the receivers to get behind them. Beckman's back, setting up a screen. It's going to be a high pass. He'll jump up and get it, and it's going to be a big loss. Loss of about 2 on a play.
Yeah, I'm just going to take it to the half here.
Yep, that's going to be the last play unless Spring Hill decides to call a timeout. They still have one. They won't. They'll let it roll down. It's going to be 16-6 as we get into the half. You ready for the red plate already?
That'll be the final play of the first half.
We've got the red plate at the pizza store here in Dirks. Mr. John Kobe and his family owned and operated. Been here running that for about 6 years now. They've been here a lot longer, but they've been running that store for about 6 years. We had a fantastic time over there today. John's a great guy. You can talk to him all day long for sure. Got a lot of history about this town and this community. We're going to go to the red plate right now. Enjoy.
What's up, Arkansas Sports Network fans? This is the Road to the Red Plate, celebrating Arkansas's finest restaurants. This week we're in Dierks, Arkansas at the pizza store, slinging Pizza Pro pizzas for the last 6 years.
Here, I've got Coy England with me, and we're going to give our reviews on the pizza store here in Dirks, Arkansas, 303 Main Street. And I was really shocked. I mean, we knew it was a Pizza Pro is the pizza they use, which I'm a big fan of Pizza Pro. And I've been to some though that don't do as well as others, and they nailed it. The pizza was excellent. We had cheese sticks. The cheese sticks were great. The traditional Pizza Pro red sauce, if you like that, you know what I'm talking about. I do. I prefer it. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. Pizza, the dough was perfect. Everything was made properly. The wings is what I want to talk about the most. They were phenomenal. We got honey sriracha, and the other one was kicking bourbon, and both of those were excellent. I'm kind of a teriyaki, kind of a tangy barbecue that's kind of my go-to right there. I loved them both. Both of them were phenomenal. The sriracha was a little bit kick right off the bat, and then you just taste all the flavor after that. I really enjoyed that. Coy, what did you think of the food?
I love the pizza. It was great pizza. It was bigger than it looked. It looked like a supreme pizza. Had plenty of toppings.
Lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese. Cheese on the top. Great crust. Wings were good.
Mm-hmm. Which flavor did you like the best on the
honey
wings?
sriracha was better to me.
You liked it better?
A little spicy the first couple bites, and then it kind of mellows out.
I was the opposite, which I loved them both, but the kicking bourbon I liked a little bit more than the honey sriracha, but you couldn't go wrong with either one. It was an awesome experience here at the pizza store. Definitely be back if I ever come through Dierks, Arkansas.
Yeah, so like Duran said, we had the supreme pizza, the cheese sticks, the honey sriracha, and the kickin' bourbon, which I really like the sauce of the kickin' bourbon paired really nicely kind of with the pizza. And the pizza had a thin crust, but it was like a thick pizza because it had so many toppings on it. And the cheese was just piled high. I don't think Brad would have enjoyed the pizza because there was so much cheese. Even on the cheese sticks, the crust was really thin and crispy, especially on the ends, which I really like in a nice pizza. It has a nice crunch to it. But the honey sriracha did have a really good kick to it, which was really nice. It kind of mellows out after the first couple bites, kind of like what Coy said. So all in all, the pizza store is a really good restaurant. If you're ever in Dierks, Arkansas, come out and try it.
Okay, we're here today with Crystal Green and Cody Tedford, and they are here with the Dirks School District, and we're part of the T-Mobile Friday Nights 5G Lights competition. Dirks is leading the nation right now for that competition, and really I think they're up about 25,000 votes. It's been an incredible thing. Talk to me a little bit, Crystal, about how this all kind of began.
Well, honestly, we had just been, I'm a part of the Booster Club,
Right.
and we had just been like kind of brainstorming how to get funding to help our field. Our field is in dire need, and we've just really been trying to think of anything we could do. And it was crazy. One morning I was watching the news, and I saw Gronk come over the TV, and he was talking about this competition. And I took a screenshot of the TV, and I sent it to our group, and I said, we should do this. I think we could have a shot. And that's how it all snowballed from there.
At first, was everybody like, "You're crazy"? We're not gonna
yeah,
win this.
it was me and my sister, and she was like, "Yeah, you get on that. I don't have the time to mess with this competition."
But now, ye of little faith, right? So now y'all
I just kept pushing.
up at the front at the moment. Cody, talk to me what it's been like. I mean, there's been so much support around the country. I've been seeing different celebrities come on and promote y'all, get people to vote, like Jeff Foxworthy for one at some of his concerts, different people all over just jumping on board. I've seen Tyler Wilson, Darren McFadden doing shout outs. What's it been like?
It's been amazing, just the support from the state. And one of the things about it is we're the smallest school in it.
Right.
And so we knew from the get-go, like for us to win this, I mean, we're 800, 900 people here in Dirks. We're going up against schools with 20, 30,000 people, and from the get-go we were like, we've got to get like the whole state involved. And so after the first round, we ended up being the only school in Arkansas after the first round, and so then we were like, hey, we might could actually do this because we can get the state involved. And Jeff's a good friend of ours, and he's been able to get Larry the Cable Guy. Matt Jones and I were good friends in school, and so we were able to get Matt and Darren McFadden and Tyler Wilson and all these people kind of really jumping on. You guys have been a huge supporter, and so that's really made it where we're actually in the lead right now.
Yeah, it's incredible, and we're definitely going to be shouting it out all night tonight during the broadcast. We can't wait to have Spring Hill and Dirks take on each other and be here for all that. Another tie I've learned about is Whiskey Myers, and of course we've shared the video on the Arkansas Sports Network page, and I guess he's involved with lures in this area. And what is it? What's the lure called again?
Toe Thumper Lures.
Toe Thumpers, right.
And Cody and the bands help support. We've also had support from Heath Sanders. Who else, Crystal? Little Skinny. Okay. Charlie Farley is actually from Dirks, and he's helped. So it's been
We've
great.
had so much support.
Yeah,
it's been really
probably
helpful.
can't name them all. We're going to leave some out, I'm sure.
And people have to vote every day. And that's the thing that's like, people are probably literally got sick of seeing it this time, but it's like if we don't vote every single day, we won't win.
Especially, coming from being the smallest school in it. I mean, smallest town, community. I mean, that's definitely something y'all got to have. And then obviously you've done it so far, and it's just been incredible. The Whiskey Myers video that I was talking about, we posted that, and they've made it. It's basically a Friday night football type song. It's very good. So we've been seeing everything being shared. It's really been phenomenal. I was talking to the owner here at the pizza store, John Colby, just about how it's got a feel in the community right now for the kids, especially the kids in school, and then of course for everybody. Just to see all these things being shared about the little old town of Dirks, Arkansas. It's got to be a special feeling. So tell us, how do they vote? What do they got to do to?
Okay, we have a landing page actually.
Okay.
So you can go to FridayNight5GLights.com and click on Dirks High School, and it'll take you to our landing page. Or you can go to our link. We have a QR code that you can scan, and it'll go right to our landing page, and you vote once a day, every day, per email. So you just got to keep voting every single day until October 24th.
October 24th is when it ends. Dirks right now leading the country, and just an amazing thing that's happening right here in Arkansas. And we talked about it earlier about how, all these different celebrities and people are been giving shout outs and helping y'all out here and there. And once the other schools in Arkansas kind of were out of that top 25 and it moved to the next round, I mean, this is a special state. We all know that, and there's some magic here. And once everybody finds out about it, they're going to take care of their own. We can't wait to get the game going tonight and to see kind of everything going on. We're going to have a helicopter coming, more than likely, if everything goes right. Yeah. And so it's just going to be a lot of fun. Definitely go to the website. Tell them one more time.
You can go to FridayNight5GLights.com and click on Dirks. Make sure you click Dirks, or Dirks High School.
Or you can go to our Facebook page.
Yes.
or Instagram, and the link will be on both those.
Yes.
It's Dierks, and it's going to be fun. Thank you, Crystal.
We're excited.
And
thank you very much.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right, I'm here today at the pizza store with the owner, John Colby. And John, we just got done eating. We had wings, we had cheese sticks, we had supreme pizza, and I had salad bar. It was phenomenal. Everything we had was delicious. Just talk to me a little bit about how you and your wife and your family, kind of family owned for sure, started here, and how long you been here.
We bought the business about 6 years ago. Like I said, it's always me, my wife, and daughter here. It's family owned, operated, run right here in Dirks. Just been kind of a passion, kind of wanted to have our own restaurant. Some of her family had it prior to that. And we kind of bought it and kind of made it our own thing. We're family and friend vibe, you know, everybody welcome, just locally owned, and always a relaxed atmosphere.
Yes, sir. What's it like to be in a small town community like this and be able to support the high school?
We have absolutely great support from our small town. You know, like I said, we're less than 1,000 people here.
Yes, sir.
Pizza Pro is a great product. I mean, it's always fresh and unique. Thing about our restaurant, we kind of customize, make everything to order. All of our dough's made fresh, and we have unlimited what we can do with our pizza, because we can make any flavor, do anything we want. Kind of like the wings you had, that's a little different than what you can get in other places, but it's always good and fresh.
Yes, sir. Name off those wing flavors for me. Best
you
one.
tried the honey sriracha and the kickin' bourbon.
What else y'all offer?
You can do anything from sweet baby rays, mango habanero, garlic parmesan, ghost pepper,
regular buffalo,
regular buffalo.
Yes, sir.
Or you can mix them, and we do that a lot. So anything like that, we put them on pizzas as well. So, and you have sandwiches the same way.
Yes, sir. All right, we got Dirks, and we've got Spring Hill coming to town tonight. Who's it going to be?
Number one choice, Outlaws all the way.
That's right. If you're ever in Dirks, Arkansas, definitely got to stop in here, see Mr. Colby or his wife and his daughter. They're usually almost always here. One of them is for sure, if not all three of them. And they will do you right. Excellent food, and it's been just a first-class visit.
Well, thank you
very much. Sir. All right, so that was the red plate at the pizza store. Mr. John Colby and his family, Missy Colby and their daughter, Kylie. Go see them down there if you're ever in town. We've got some major sponsors tonight that they put together for us, and we don't have a banner or anything to pop up on the screen for you, but I want to read those, and we'll talk about them multiple times through the rest of this broadcast. And that is the pizza store that you just saw. And then we've got Kenya's Drive-In, Toad Thumper Lures, Dirks Booster Club, Simbo Logging, First State Bank, Crystal and Marcus Green, Cody and Kara Tedford, and Nikki Fields Photography helped bring us down here to bring this footage, and just can't thank them enough. And we'd like to talk about you many more times throughout the broadcast for sure. Another thank you to Mr. Colby and the staff there at the pizza store. first class representatives there, and just he actually drove us over to the stadium. He actually took us to meet with Crystal Green and Cody Tedford, and talked to some different people, and showed us how to get over here to the stadium. Helped us get all set up, and just a excellent man here in this town, and a great family, a great representative here for the Dierks Outlaws. But we're at halftime, and it is 16-6. We'll give you a little bit of a recap. First touchdown of the game came by the Outlaws, as it was a pass out to Gadberry from Beckman, and Colton Gadberry took it to the house and was impressive on that run, outran the Spring Hill defense, made some people miss as well. And then after that, Spring Hill got on a roll. First touchdown was a little quick pass out to Carson Hamilton. He took it in. They got the 2-point conversion. And then on the next touchdown, it was a quarterback keep as he dived for the pylon and got in. That was Mr. Jackson Smith, and that's their 2 touchdowns. They were successful on both 2-point conversions. Dirks missed their field goal, their PAT, their extra point attempt, and that's where we got it, 16-6. We got 4:14. They'll probably add a few more minutes on as well. Well, we'll have second half action. But Carson, you want to talk to me a little bit about what you saw in the first half?
Sure. I was very impressed by Spring Hill. You know, we come into this game, we know they are in the second year of transitioning from 8-man to 11-man.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of years ago, they were in the 8-man state championship game, as you mentioned at the top of the broadcast. So we knew Coach Smith knows how to coach. We know that he can, he's kind of implemented a mix of running that double wing and then going into a spread when they want to pass.
Go ahead.
And that, to me, Dirks has covered the pass really well tonight. And I was saying early on, I was like, man, I would like to see Spring Hill run the ball a little bit more, because they were so successful at just getting the ball through the middle early, and it continued that way. Once they started running the ball and just consistently getting some push up front on the line of scrimmage, it was really, really good for them. And then you go to the Dirks offense on the other side. Beckman has really not had the ball a whole lot tonight.
Right.
We haven't seen him with the ball a whole lot. He had that drive at the end of the half. They couldn't punch it in down here at the goal line. That was a killer
difference in the game right now, really.
Yeah.
And also on that touchdown pass to Gadberry, I mean, he pulled off a Houdini act. Beckman did, made a man miss, just ran out of a whole bunch of tacklers, picked up a really nice block pancake on the backside of it, and then he got his head downfield, saw Gadberry, delivered a dart to him, and Gadberry did the rest. But yeah, I mean, what I've seen right now, what I would be concerned with if I'm a Dierks Outlaw fan is early, like we talked about, they were hitting those pitches, and it was going for big gainers by Townsend early. Since then, they've got some out to puts as well. But after doing that, it kind of softened the middle, and then Askew has gone to work. And right now, they got to make some adjustments. They've got to stop that dive play, because that's the first staple of stopping a wing T top offense. If you can't stop that dive, everything predicates off of it. You're going to have a long night, and they're going to keep churning up the field and churning up yards on you. So that's something they've got to address. Their line and their fits in the second level, and the linebackers and further have definitely got to get that stopped. And then you got to just play really good edge defense on the outside when they do pitch it out.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it just seems like Spring Hill's been on offense the whole night. I mean, we really haven't seen a whole lot of Dirks in that explosive offense. I'm sure that was part of the game plan for Spring Hill, is just keep the ball away from them. The best defense is not having the offense on the field. And the defense, by the way, though, has stepped up when they've needed to for Spring Hill against Dirks. Now, we haven't seen, one thing I was thinking about too, we haven't seen any touchdowns that just came easy tonight. Beckman had to escape. He had to move. He had to get around in the pocket and then finally drop it off for the touchdown. And then on the other end, we saw Spring Hill. It's 4th down and 7. It's go time. It's panic time. It's got to have it time. And you just roll out. He gets his feet set and drops it right in the end zone for a touchdown. Beautiful play to the receiver from the pass from Smith to Hamilton, the receiver. And then you come down and you've got that diving play for the touchdown by Smith on the quarterback keeper.
Yes.
And so it's been got to have it. Nothing easy all night for both sides.
Right. And going back to that thought on the offensive side for Dirks, like you mentioned, that one play was, it was a Houdini act. It was like Taylor Green to Satania last year against A&M type of play. And then, early they got that pick, took it all the way back. I want to say to the 15, if I remember correctly. And that's when they got stopped on 4th and go at the goal line. But if you take out that drive, because, the defense got you down to the 15, they've really only had one long drive. And it took a Houdini act to get that one. So that's concerning on the offensive side for Dirks. I felt like, I don't know if Dirks went into it that way, but I know I did, that I felt like they thought they were going to get the receivers open more often. And I've been impressed with the speed in the secondary, the running backs and wide receivers on offense playing on, going both ways in that secondary for Spring Hill has been really impressive. And they're having a hard time getting just wide open. And they've had a few drop passes that they want back as well, for sure. Another thing you talked about earlier I want to hit on is Coach Smith. I know Coach Smith was at Prescott for many years, and then he came up to Dover. And came to Dover when my nephew was a 9th grader. Dover was trying to run a spread at the time. First year he was there, they stayed in it, and it wasn't working very well. And they decided late in the year they were switch over to the wing tee. Go into that second year, they go into the wing tee, and he takes I think that first year he was 1 or 2 wins. I think they might have got a win over Waldron that year, but then they go back to back 8-3 years. I think it was 8-3, 8-3, 7-4, 6-5, or 6-6, something like that. His last year, and then they've had a lot of trouble at Dover since then trying to get back to that level. But he had a lot of talent there at the time. But when they went to the wing tee, they still had some shotgun principles that they would get into at times, because that team was used to running it, had a sophomore quarterback and a sensational 9th grade running back that eventually played some quarterback, but mostly running back the rest of his career. And I see a lot of the similarities going on with Spring Hill. They're multiple. Even though they like to get in that double wing and sometimes just one wing back out of a wing tee, they'll come out and spread it out as well.
Yeah, and the only issue with that is whenever you get in that spread, it's kind of a dead giveaway. Hey, we're trying to get the ball downfield here. One thing that I think
But
Spring
most time it's
Hill,
been quick hitters.
right? And then I was about to talk about that. One thing I think Spring Hill wishes they'd executed a little bit better on in that first half is a couple of those screen passes. We saw one that was a fumble that ended up getting picked up and going for a good gain. But there's been a couple of them where it's just been incomplete, or it's been right there. The blockers just haven't been in good position on those Dirks defenders. So a couple of those plays get cleaned up, and maybe this is a totally different ball game.
Yes, sir.
But 3-score game right now.
Well, it looks like we're not going to get the additional 3 minutes that we've been getting almost every week this year. We have every game so far until tonight. They're ready to kick it off and get this thing going. One more time, you want to buy us a cup of coffee, you like what you see on the screen, hashtag AR Sports Net. Go in there, buy us a cup of coffee. We'd really appreciate it, guys. All right, here we go. Spring Hill going to kick it off, and Dirk's going to have a chance here. Now, good time to run an onside. What do you think? Try to trick them right out of the gate, or you feel good about yourself, go out there and play defense?
I feel good about my defense right now. If I'm Spring Hill, you've held them real well tonight. Just kick it deep.
They will. It's going to go out of bounds, though, right at the 34, 33 maybe by the time it rolled out. So they'll get the penalty. They'll move that ball up to the 35, I believe, is how that'll work. It may be 5 yards from there since it went past the 35. So they'll give them the ball at the 37.
Mm-hmm. Now, it might be closer to the 39 if that. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. That ref was not spotting the ball.
And give it to him at the 36. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess they say it went out at the 31. It must have been. It's hard for us to tell where the ball crossed the line. It must have been when it got to the 31. I thought it hit the gentleman around the 32 that was standing at the coach over there. So here we go. 3 wide, 1 running back to the right, 1 tight end. They're going to pull everybody around the left side, and he's got a lot of room. That's number 9 getting downhill, Drake Thatcher. One of the main running backs, and he is hurt, getting up very slowly here.
And
that's actually number 15 getting up slow. That's Treaton Alexander.
Yeah, he's holding his calf or his thigh there. So hopefully this is just a cramp and just work it out. But was that a buck sweep on the run there where they pulled those guards around? That's what it looked like to me, but I couldn't tell. It happened so quickly.
I think he might have rolled the ankle here. Unless he's just still locked up and they're going to get him off the field before they stretch him. I thought that kind of the way he was acting, his reaction where he's kind of grabbing his helmet, I thought maybe it was more serious than a cramp. Not 100% yet, though. He's coming off, mostly walking on his own volition here, so hopefully he'll be all right. We'll see as they check on him. Meanwhile, pick up a 7 on the play by Thatcher. And we got 2nd and 3. Same formation, tight end on the far side. I can't tell. Can't see him. Yeah, it was far side this time. Jet sweep. Got a jet sweep. Aaron Powers, and he makes a man miss and has a sideline, and he'll finally be run out of bounds inside the 30. Nice pickup that time. I believe that's number 4. It is Macklin Smith.
7-yard line. First down for the Outlaws.
That tonight. Hey, is Bill giving some scoring updates in the chat? Get a few on there here and there.
I know.
Get them.
Carlisle. So I know that it was Greenwood and Russellville. It's 23-13 Greenwood right now, and then Clarendon and Carlisle is 42-0 Carlisle at the half.
Maybe the first time I've seen 4 wide tonight. They just hand it to the running back, and that's number 9 again, Thatcher. He's going to have a good pickup on first down.
Got Rivercrest 27, Newport 14 in the third quarter.
Bring up 2nd and 6, pick up a 4. Who was that one? Say that one again. I
said
didn't hear.
Rivercrest 27, Newport 13 or 14.
That's a good game right there.
Yeah, in the third quarter.
Good matchup at least. Back in a 2x2, 4 wide setup here. Thatcher is a running back alongside Beckman. He's going to throw it out, a little bubble type action, and made one man miss. That's number 10, Ben Ernest, senior on the squad. He picks up, gets the ball down to the 21. Just picked up a couple yards this time.
So it looks like
third and about 4.
Mount Ida 35, Conway Christian 0 at the half. Totally different game than last year.
Yes, Conway, the returning state champs, lost a big senior class. Of course, Carson was the voice of Conway Christian last year, his alma mater. He was only, 1 year out at that point or 2?
2. I was a sophomore in college last year when I did it.
They fake it to the first running back, a little bit of a cross buck action, give it to the second man through, Macklin Smith. And if I'm saying Macklin wrong, y'all let me know. It could be McLean. He's down to the 11. Trying to hear the stadium announcer on that name. I didn't hear it, though. Got a first down. They'll have a chance of another first down at the 1.
Yeah, good job by the Dirks offense getting down all the way down the field pretty much in about 2.5 minutes already.
3 wide. Got 2 running backs again. Same top play. Exact same play. Same guy. And it's a touchdown this time. And that's exactly what Dirks needed coming out of the locker room to start this second half. They're going to come down, cut this thing down to a 1-possession game, 16-12. Nice pickup that time from Smith. And just, big hole, wide open. There's your replay. See Smith. I barely touched as he crossed the goal line. Didn't get touched till about the 1-foot line.
Score update from Brad says Shiloh Christian 26, Mountain Home 14. Another good game.
Yes. Bombers, good squad. Of course, we know how good Shiloh is. Here we go. 2-point conversion. They're going to hand it to Thatcher. He's going to fake the pass after the handoff. Nice job by the quarterback to follow through with the play that time and gives it off to the right side, and Thatcher's in. So now a field goal could win it for him, and they have attempted a field goal, and he looked like he had an extra point earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like he had a pretty strong leg, so he's a guy that can definitely, if you get in that situation where you have to take a chance,
right.
A 20, 30-yarder, might could get one in.
Yeah, great response right now from Dirks coming out. You're down 2 scores. I said 3 scores earlier. It's 2 scores. And 16-14 now. You're in this ball game again. Not like you were out of it really, but you're within 1 score again, and now Spring Hill, we'll see if they can run the ball like they have been at the end of the first half there.
Yep, and see if Dirks made some adjustments. See if they clog it up in the middle, make them have to live on the edges with those pitches and throwing the ball.
Got a score of Magazine 16, Mountainburg 8 at the end of the third quarter.
And now they're going to kick it out of bounds, and that's exactly at the 26. So they're going to take this ball back up to the 35, unless they make them re-kick it. And I don't think they're going to. It looks like they're going to get it at the 35-yard line. The referee went past it. He's like, oh, hold up. Pump the brakes.
Yep, spotted at the 35, and now we're going to see right off the bat here probably they're going to test this Dirks defense, I would bet, and they're going to see if they've made any defensive adjustments in the locker room at halftime.
So we got 2 wide to the left, wing back on the right side, 1 wide to the right. Now the wing back comes in motion. That's Putz. They're going to give it to – nope, they'll fake the dive, and that's how you play edge defense that time.
Yep.
Pitched it out to Putz, and nothing there. Loss of 2 on a play. Brings up 2nd and 12.
I thought that the fullback on the inside had a lane had he given it up to him.
I did too. It was not wide open, but he basically had one guy to beat.
Right.
And probably he's proved that he can do that all night.
Right. Even if he's right in front of him, we've seen him bowl over some people already.
Back out just a tick, Coy. That's good. Same top motion this time. He's going to throw. He's got a wide open receiver. Oh, squirts out of his hands. He's trying to hook up with Townsend. Probably a little too much air under that one. He was open, wide open for a while. Gadberry got back in there at the end.
We've seen Townsend drop a couple balls like that tonight, and he is so good when you can just get the ball in his hands. So
if
that's
he
what
catches
they've got
that,
to
that's
do.
a touchdown.
Right. That's what you got to do. Just get the ball in his hands, find a way to do it. I don't care if it's catching it and running it. Make sure he holds on to that ball because he can move.
Thatcher had an angle on him, but I've been impressed with Townsend has the ball, and he can cut on you. And you get him in open space like that, he's more than likely going to be a touchdown. 3 down linemen this time. Going to be a true option over the right side. Quarterback keeps. That's Smith. He's going to pick up about 3.
Smith on the carry.
Bring up 4th and about 7.
Godwin and
that was a true speed option it looked like out there. Just quarterback, running back in tandem right there, and Smith.
Actually, they were backed up, so they were backed up to 2nd and 12. So I apologize.
5.
Yeah. So 4th and 6 at this point. They're going for it. 4th and 6 from their own 39-yard line. Unless they're just trying to get them to jump. Now they're going to back out and pooch punt it. And now, this time, Dirks is going back, trying to get someone back. Almost blocked. High kick. He's going to let it bound. Probably should have just fair caught that one.
Yeah.
It's going to roll all the way down to the 15, just shy of the 15, and that's where Dirks is going to get it back. They got a chance to go down and take a lead this time.
Yep, and with the explosive nature of this offense, like we've been talking about all game, they can strike at any moment. You get down there, and we've seen early in the second half, they really put an emphasis on getting that run game going, getting it to number 9.
Yeah, Thatcher and then Smith as well. And I'm telling you, when they bring in those double backs, both times they ran that, I think they ran it maybe 3 times, they picked up big yardage, and it really was causing some confusion on the defense. This time they'll go back with 1 running back. They got a jet sweep coming. They're going to pitch it to him, a little push pass, a little tap pass, however you want to label it. And there's a flag at the end, and it did kind of look like it was helmet to helmet a little bit.
Yep,
we'll see if that's the call. If it's targeting, if it is, that'll be 15 yards.
Yeah, for Dirks, they well, on the offense.
Blindside block.
The Outlaws.
On the offense, and it's going to be 10 yards from the spot.
Doesn't make the fans here happy.
Spot was, I think, right at the 20. Here's a replay. Let's see where it's at. Yeah, I think it was right at the start when he started to get upfield a little bit. One more time, Aaron.
Personal foul against the Bears.
It's right there. He's pushing him down the field. Probably a play he didn't need to make. On the man. And I'm sorry. It's on the Bears.
They pointed to the offense. The official pointed to the offense. So that's weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
And now they figured it out. Yeah, they figured it out, I think. Official comes in, running in, and stops the clock, waving his hands. Because, I mean, it was a blocking a back. So it was at the 20. That's going to back them up to the 10, unless we're just completely wrong here. We don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back block on the offense, on the defense, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't get much of an explanation there, but
so you got three wide, you got two running backs. This is that formation again. This time the snap wasn't perfect, but Smith still had some room. I felt like he needed to hit the hole a little harder at times. It looked like he was kind of, being a little too patient.
Right. You got to get upfield there. You don't see anything opening up. You just got to put your head down and get what you can. And now the nature of this offense is you probably either get 2 yards or 25 yards. So
they give him a pickup of 3, 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 38. Need to get basically to the 45 for a first down, about a foot shy, half a foot shy. This time they'll hand it off to Thatcher. He had a little bit of room, not much though. Good job from the defense this time. Number 58 on the tackle for the Bears. That is, I don't have 58 on the roster. I think he might have been the man I was trying to figure out on that block downfield earlier in the game.
Help us out in the comments if you can, if you know who 58 is for Spring Hill.
You're right. Maddox Dixon. It must be 38 at home and 50 on the road. There's a push pass. That's an incompletion.
Yeah.
Because it's a forward pass. So it's a loss of down. It'll bring up 4th and 4. Sorry.
Yep. And that's just a mistake on the offense. That's not even a defensive stop there. So
we've seen some drop balls tonight by both teams.
Right.
Back with 2 running backs in the backfield. In the shotgun. There you go. They're fixing to pooch punt this one away. Checking the wristband. They're actually running a play. Unless he's going to rugby style. He's going for it. Will he get it? He will.
Yep.
Big time. Yeah, he thought about throwing it. He was able to just pick it up with his feet. That's Macklin Smith. And that right there builds some momentum for your team and really hurts the defense.
Talk about guts from Coach Ernest to go for that with a trick play nonetheless. The 4th down, you decide this might be a spot.
Maybe he was going to rugby, but I think he was going to throw.
This might be a spot where you pull out your best play from this week that you worked on in practice. You go to that little end around possible, trick play there, but like you said, it could have been a punt. You just never know. That was a very complex play.
I think. Here we go. Handoff to Thatcher. And he gets up to the 49. He's brought down there. Looked like he might have a chance to have a big game.
He's going to be tackled up at the 49 by King.
Pick up a 2, 2nd and 8. Rodney Starwalt says McLean Smith. So thank you for fixing that for us. 3 wide, 2 running backs again. Beckman has it. He's looking. He's got a little miscommunication. Either he's trying to hit the slot guy or the seam guy and he stopped, or maybe he thought it was a kind of a.
I think he was going for
route.
10. I think he was going for 10.
I do too.
Right there, kind of I don't know. It's not necessarily a spot because it's too far to be a spot, but he just kind of airmailed it over him that time. There's a big third down here. We've seen Coach Ernest go for it on fourth down already. So maybe this is a play where you just want to kind of get in a better position to see if you want to do that again.
2 down top territory. He's back. He's looking. He's got time. Pocket breaks down. He's got to take off. He makes a man miss. That was a nice play. He's going to have a first down.
It's going to be
really
close.
Nice run from Peyton Beckman. Oh, he's got it.
Well, this official right here on the far side here, it's close. We'll see what they give him.
Usually when it's that close, you rarely see them call it, like actually have an official measurement in high school. I think I've seen one all season.
Are they going to say
fourth? Say fourth down.
Wow.
Forward.
I didn't expect that.
Carson, you're standing almost right on the line of scrimmage. And
right.
I don't see it. It looks, and now they're going to call time.
Well,
nope. Timeout from Coach Ernest at Dirks. So let's talk about these local sponsors again. We've got the Pizza Store, Kenya's Drive-In, Toad Thumper Lures, Dirks Booster Club, Simbo Logging, First State Bank, Crystal and Marcus Green, Cody and Kara Tedford, and Nikki Fields Photography. Appreciate all of them helping bring this game to you tonight. If you are ever in this area, go see those businesses. Tell them you appreciate them helping bring the Arkansas Sports Network here so you can watch this game.
Fourth down and 1 here. You have to maybe, it's a rough call because all night you've been slightly out physicaled, I'd say, by Spring Hill. Are you going to try to just push it down right there? I think what they do here is they get Beckman those 2 lead blockers in the backfield,
right, and
then you just push it, try to get the quarterback down there, quarterback zone or quarterback power or something like that.
And I'll tell you, I like what I've seen out of the center. Brayson Talley, number 55. He's going to get under center right now. See if he just falls under him. He will. Yeah. Wow. Great job by the nose guard to get in there, and it was a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah, Beckman had to use that frame, and if he's, a little bit shorter, he's probably not going to get it.
Too.
Yeah, that's a physical play right there.
He coming right in, hit him right in the shin bone.
He's tough, though. He got to be to play quarterback at this. At this.
Aaron's always talking in my ear. Sometimes I want to rear up, put my foot bone through his cheekbone. Sometimes,
Right.
They don't know what we go through up here. They only hear us.
Right.
They don't hear what Aaron's saying all the time. Like Sriracha in my interview. I said Sriracha the whole time. My bad. Sriracha. This is a big time handoff over the right side. Little sweep action. Big pickup on first down by McLean Smith. He picks up 7.
You never
Second
know.
and 3.
You never know what Aaron's cooking up here. Sometimes it's a new graphic, and sometimes it's potato soup.
That's right. Hey, if y'all want to know what some of our inside jokes are, you got to go back to
state basketball,
3A state last year at North Ark College. Maybe you can pick up on that, but most of y'all don't have time, all that kind of time in your life. All right, 2 running backs again. This time they'll hand it to Thatcher, I believe it is. And they're doing a much better job since they showed that in that first drive on that play. Brings up 1, or he picks up 1, maybe 2. Going to be a long 3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Outlaws.
Got Shiloh 33, Mountain Home 28, so they're kind of closing the gap.
Yeah,
in that one.
Impressive. Bombers showing off tonight. I think Shiloh maybe. They had a bye week waiting on, or no, Greenwood had the bye week waiting on Shiloh, didn't they?
I think so.
I think that's right. And everybody kind of thought Shiloh might be able to knock off Greenwood, and
didn't happen.
That was a heartbreaker. And right now, Mountain Home taking advantage of everything they can get. Another tough tackle low in the shin bone area. That time it was McLean Smith, though. He's got enough for the first down, I believe.
Well, these Dierks Outlaws are not small human beings. They are long and tall. definitely physical on that offensive line, as they always are.
Brayson Talley is a very impressive center. Number 55, number 66, another guy. Looks like he's been down to the pizza store a few times. Cooper Smith looks like he can run over you. He's listed at 230. Talley's listed at 270. Both of them put together well. And this time, quarterback is going to keep, and it was 4th down, and he does not get it.
They're going to see, man, that's a close one.
Did you already hit replay? Okay, you got the one before. Did you replay the last play? Never mind, Aaron. Remember what I said about the football? No. I thought he had it on the one before. It was very close. I didn't even think they were going to measure, and they marked it short. Now they're measuring. Forward progression, and they're going to give it to him. They're going to say forward progression before he got pushed back. Coach Smith was losing his mind out all the way on the numbers.
Yeah, and I think it's just something about where
I think it's our angle,
our vantage point, right? That we think that Dirks has got it more than they do.
Yeah, I agree.
And because
that's why Dirks needs a new football field, folks.
Yeah.
Go
vote
to the Friday night 5G lights on T-Mobile and vote now. So we're going to have Coy zoom in on that QR code down there where you can pick it up with your cell phone in just a moment when we get out of this next play. Quarterback going to throw it out. That was a backwards pass. He can't make anybody miss. That's McLean Smith, and he's going to be backed up. We're going to bring up second and about 13, maybe 14. Go ahead and zoom in on that banner right here, very straight down, right over the rail. I don't know if you can get it from your angle. Can you get that QR code? Zoom in more. Okay. If y'all want to go vote right now, if you don't know how to do it, put your cell phone up to that right now. Put it on camera if you don't know. And you can rewind it, go back to it if you need it. So here we go, back to action on second, and it was a loss of 4.
I get goosebumps. The band's playing, big play, close game, nothing better.
Wow, look at this defense. Second effort gets them back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 11.
He's going to pick up a couple back to the 35.
Make it 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
Ball's on the 35. They've got to get down to about the 24, maybe to 23 for a first down.
Yeah, this is a spot.
30. Go ahead.
This is a spot where Beckman, you're going to want to have to give him time here. Well, never mind.
This is a pass option. This time he is going to throw it. It's a pick. Spring Hill has all the momentum, and can he take it back for a pick 6? He's got to beat a lineman, cut back. He gets an arm on him, and he's finally brought down. Great effort from number 52 from Dirks to save a touchdown. Tristan Godwin, 180-pound offensive lineman and linebacker junior. But right now, Spring Hill has just stole major momentum. You see the flag running up and down on the sideline over there. You see that, Coy, on the Spring Hill sideline? They are rowdy over there and excited.
I tell you what, I don't get that call. I know these coaches are definitely smarter than I am when it comes to football, but I don't get that call. Beckman is such a talented guy.
On the other 4th down where they picked it up with his feet.
One thing at Oklahoma State, of course, Mike Gundy just got fired.
Coy didn't see the flag, sorry.
People love to hate on a coach when he gets fired, but those guys are way smarter at football than we'll ever know.
They forgot more than
right
armchair quarterbacks have ever learned. That pass is caught. Was he inbounds? They'll say he was. What a catch as Hamilton goes up top. High points the ball and brings it down inside the 10-yard line. Spring Hill. Here's the replay. Perfect pass from Smith. Watch him high point it, bring it down inbounds about the 7-yard line. They're actually gonna put it on the 9. Ball spotted at the 9. Looks like he's at the 7 in this replay. Watch this. Watch where he comes down. Yeah, unless he stepped out, I don't know. So quarterback has it. Little pitch. Oh wow! Somehow Askew pulled that ball back in time. Because it almost got hit by a helmet.
Into the
Still
third.
not much yardage. And that is the end of the third. Once again, we appreciate the Pizza Store, Kenya's Drive-In, Toad Thumper Lures, Dirks Booster Club, Simbo Logging, First State Bank, Crystal and Marcus Green, Cody and Kara Tedford, and Nikki Fields Photography. We'll be right back.
Since inception, Premier Facilities Group has completed some of the most challenging and rewarding construction projects across Arkansas. Today, our work extends across 4 core markets: commercial and residential building, industrial, and utility. That allows our company to construct projects that help shape and improve the landscape of the River Valley and beyond. A strong local presence and a vast network of resources allows us to provide best-in-class solutions for all of our clients. From small jobs to multi-million-dollar capital projects, PFG's employees and resources are dedicated to serving our clients and delivering strong results.
All right, we're back here at the Holler. And right now, Spring Hill, of all the momentum, driving deep in Dirks territory after that interception. 16-14, they've got a 2-point lead. You like what you see, go over to the hashtag there, hashtag ARSportsNet. Drop us a couple bucks. We'd appreciate it. Every little bit helps. I want to thank the great people here that have brought us down here today. We read over those sponsors right before we went into the break. We'll get back to them some more. And we got a D3 Auto Sales Player of the Game we're going to name in this one. Our MVP of the week last week was Mr. Peyton Beckman. And right now, we've got a false start. But Peyton Beckman won it for Dirks. Had 3 for 7 touchdowns last week. False start, 5-yard penalty. Back him up to 2nd and 15.
We've got Mansfield 32, Charleston 20, big game in 3A going on right now in the third quarter.
15 second and goal from the 15.
So 2nd and goal at the 15-yard line. This would be a big stop. Early in the game, we saw the same thing on the other side, where Dirks runs one back, and Spring Hill keeps him out of the end zone. They've backed him up now on 2nd go at the 15. They're going to come out 4 wide, trips to the left, fake it to the running back, little play action. He's got a man, and good defense that time. Number 10 arrived just in time. Ben Ernest broke up that pass, tried to kind of back shoulder throw it a little bit, and just didn't work out that time, and great defense. 3rd and 15. 3rd and goal at the 15, I should say.
I don't think we've seen as much running the ball from Spring Hill as I expected them to come out in the second half.
I agree.
And it feels like, even though Spring Hill has the lead in their driving, that Dirks controlled that third quarter a little bit more than Spring Hill did, in my opinion, at least.
Kind of in this situation right now, you kind of have to throw 4 wide again, same formation, trips to the left. Quarterback's just going to keep. It's just a design draw up the middle. And he gets inside the 10 down to about the 9. Do they have a kicker? They haven't shown much on kickoff so far. You know, a field goal would be big here because it keeps it from being a loss off of just a field goal. 4th and goal at the 9, just inside the 10, really.
And, you know, if Spring Hill does score here, that 2-point conversion is going to be critical as well, because that makes it a 2-score game.
Yes. This is a big stop, big stand right here possibly for Dirks. And the fans are getting up. They're banging on the stands, trying to get a stop. Quarterback's going to keep left side. Dragging tacklers. Man, he's starting to look like the backup quarterback for Memphis.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But he stopped just short.
Short of the goal line.
Oh, my gosh.
Right about the 1 yard line.
I'm telling you right there, Dirks fans were feeling like that play for a second there, and they finally get him down. But now they got to go 99 yards.
That's a play I won't soon forget, but I'd like to.
Yeah, trust me. You know how big of a Razorback fan I am.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. I knew as soon as that game ended that was it for Pittman, no matter what happened, really.
Mm-hmm.
Just a matter of time at that point. So they're going to come out 4 wide starting out. No tight ends. Running back is Thatcher. Pretty good snap. He's back. Through the hands. Another drop pass. We've seen it on both sides tonight. Right into Ernest. That time he couldn't pull it in off the fingertips. So they'll stay backed up in their own end zone.
I'd like to see Dirks run the ball here. You've had some success in that two-back look. So
they've done a better job as of late.
Right.
But
right. And you just got to get upfield.
At least give yourself some breathing room.
Exactly.
Have a manageable third down. They are coming out in that two-back. 3 wide. They'll hand it to the second man through. He's over the left side, and he's going to give him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. Maybe a yard, maybe 2 at the most. They end up pushing him back in the end zone, but they'll give him forward progression. Looks like he's about the 2. So 3rd and 9. They've done a great job in the second half after that first drive when they showed that formation off to stop it. Somebody's going to make a play right now for Dirks. Can't have a drop ball right here. If he hits a ball on his man, he's got to pull it in. He's going to roll out. He's looking back across his body. He's got his man. That's Ernest, and he breaks a tackle. He's down the sideline. This could be a 98-yard touchdown right here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Ernest looking back. He's got time. He's at the 5. He rounds it off in the end zone. 98 yards from the D3 Auto Sales MVP of the week last year, Peyton Beckman, to a Ben Ernest, and a broken tackle is the difference in a short first down and a touchdown and a lead for the Dierks Outlaws.
The holler is rocking. It is absolutely rocking right now. And
hey, we're Save-A-Lot when you need them. Give me a can of Mountain Holler right now.
Right. You know, they're partying like they just won the $1 million prize right now.
Did I just show off where I'm from? You know, you never had a Mountain Holler being from Conway Christian, right? Come on, Carson.
Can't say that I have.
He really hasn't. He really hasn't had a Mountain Holler. I'm from Dover. I've had plenty of Mountain Hollers.
We're aware.
So here we go. 2-point conversion. 4-point game. They can make it 6 if they can get it in. Beckman gives it to Thatcher. Thatcher. Oh, what a move. Did he get across the goal line? I think they're going to say he's short. I think that's probably the right call. It was close, though.
It was so
I'd have to see a replay to say for sure. But it was a great move on the first man. Second effort there. Swarming to the ball. And I think it's the right call. Watch it one more time. We got on it a little late there.
Brad says longest touchdown ever on Arkansas Sports Network.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. Longest one I can definitely remember for sure. I think after he hit the ground, he was extended in, but I think his elbow was coming down right short. That could be a difference in the game later. We'll find out. 20-16. Dirks got the momentum back. The home crowd is into it now.
You know, part of the reason we came down here, a big part of the reason we came down here is to show off this Dierks Outlaws program, show them off for the T-Mobile 5G Friday Night Lights. But we've been treated to a great game here so far as well between Spring Hill and Dirks, which, man, this could be one that really impacts the conference.
He takes a knee right at the 31. That's true. Both these teams come in undefeated in conference play, 1-0. Next week, Dirk's going to travel at Murfreesboro in a big matchup, and then Spring Hill, they'll get to go back to their house and take on Lafayette County. Lafayette County, a team that Dirks defeated last week 47-15.
I've heard it all kinds of ways. I've heard Lafayette, I've heard Lafayette, I've heard all kinds of.
Yeah. If you're from Louisiana, it's Lafayette.
Oh my gosh!
Right, back in the wing tee. Townsend in motion. Give it to the dive. He's got a lot of space. Second level, brought down just shy of the 50. They'll mark him at the 47. Give him the 48.
There it is again. It's been there all night long. That dive on the inside for the fullback, and they just go right back to their bread and butter. Big play there to get close to the midfield.
Pick up a 17. You know, we talked about earlier there was a play where we thought if he'd have handed it off on the dive, he had a lane there to get some yards, maybe break a tackle and get some big yards. And that time they give it back to him, and it's working. 9:30 and ticking. Wing T with 3 wide, 1 wing back. This time the pitch it, it's on the ground. He's tackled. Dirks is on it. Outlaw football. Big number 52, Tristan Godwin, who was the man that ran down and saved that touchdown earlier on that interception. Those are the kind of plays that help you win football games, and that's the kind of effort that blue-collar towns do to go back and vote every day and win their team $1 million stadium.
Yeah, you know, you go to that pitch there. It's a risky play. You're right there. You put Dirks in Spring Hill territory right now, and we've seen him get close. We've seen Smith get close on those pitches multiple times, and that time it finally bit him.
What a ball game we got tonight. It started out slow. It was 0-0 at the end of one, and it has been an old-fashioned Slavanaka.
Slugfest, as Meemaw used to say.
There's a nice handoff, and he's got room. He makes another man miss. Thatcher all the way inside the red zone, down to the 17-yard line. We thought we'd see 300 yards of passing, and we've seen 150, 200 on the ground now.
Yep. That's how it goes. You know, Thatcher, great run there, and he has stepped up to the plate when they've needed him most. Now, we saw that big explosive pass play from Beckman, so he's over 100 yards, well over 100 yards passing. So if they are over 200 yards rushing or 150 yards rushing, that's a great day on both sides of the ball. You're moving it well.
3 wide. He's got 1 tight end on the left side. Running back lines up on the left of Beckman. That's Thatcher. Thatcher, they're going to fake it. They got to pull around by big 6'6". Yep. And he's going to have a nice pickup on first down.
And that's, I believe, just a quarterback wrap play.
Cooper Smith, the pull.
You bring around that quarterback with those pulling guards.
Oh, throw us a football up here. Come on. Come on. I need a cheerleader with a gun. Yeah, she's looking. It died like a duck at the last second. Hey, there's a good one. One almost made it up here.
I know.
She went across to the angle as well. If she'd have thrown that one straight up here, it would definitely made it. Backfield again. Handing it to Macklin Smith. He's going to have a positive gain almost to the 10, just shy. Bring up third and about 3.
Smith, he's going to be shot.
Got a final in 2A, Magazine 16, Mountainburg 14. That might be
Pocket Magazine back in the top 10 by some polls around the state.
But that might be one that decides a playoff spot.
Yeah, it's true. That come down to that. I think 5 get in that one.
What's that?
5 get in that conference.
4.
4, just 4. Okay.
So
yeah.
Hector's rolling, though. Hector's doing well.
Yes.
Mount Ida's doing well. Conway Christian still looks like they can make the playoffs. So that's going to be a tough conference.
Lucas Baker and ain't remember Hector. This time, they'll give it to Thatcher over the left side. He had a couple men, but good job on the edge. And second level coming up, swarming to the football that time for the Bears. They're going to give them maybe a foot inside the 10-yard line. They're going to put it right on the 10. So it's going to be 4th and about 3.
With no gain.
Another big-time decision to make by head coach Ernest. This could be a big stop. Get a big momentum back for Spring Hill if they can get off the field. Taking their time. I get a timeout here. Down to 4 on the play clock. You're definitely going to have to call a timeout. Call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock. They're trying to take as much time out as they can. I think they're really counting on this play to work out for them right here.
At the Bears 10-yard line.
Yep, 4th down, got to have it spot. You get a touchdown here, you got a 2-score lead over a team that likes to run the ball. It's big time.
Want to give a shout out again to the Pizza Store, Kenya's Drive-In, Toad Thumper Lures, Dirks Booster Club, Simbo Logging, First State Bank, Crystal and Marcus Green. Crystal is the one that got the T-Mobile competition, brought it to the Booster Club, and got everybody excited about it. And It's gone from there. And then Cody and Kara Tedford. Cody is the president of the Booster Club. Does a lot for this community and this program. And Nikki Fields Photography. And let's see what we got up here. Yeah, Bill's trying to get me to read some scores off about my hometown getting slaughtered, which we knew was going to happen tonight. We're not going to read that one. Sorry, Bill. Keep your mouth shut, Carson.
Big play for Dirks here. Like we were saying, 4th down from the 10-yard line. You get it. It's 1st and goal. You don't get it. You give it back to Spring Hill, who then has a chance to go down the field and take the lead. This is a turning point right here. I know there's 6.5 minutes left, but it's a huge spot for both teams. We'll see who wants it more.
The Heaviest Podcast. Kenny Helms watching from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He probably says Lafayette. So we got 2 wide to the right. We've got 1 tight end and a running back. And he's going to have the first maybe. It's going to be close. He was very close to the 6. Let's see the spot. The near judge is coming in on the 6. He needed to get to the 7.
I think he got it.
PA announcer says just outside the 5, trying to wheel it on, which like a good home PA announcer would do.
Right.
I think he's got it. He does. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, we always say he's got it, but it's for some reason. And
tonight, at the angle,
yeah, our vantage point up here has made it look like they get it every time.
Got a bit of an odd crown here on the field, and that's one of the things they want to fix.
Mm-hmm.
If they can win this competition.
Hey, you got a new play clock if you want to play.
They want a new press box. I know that. We're up on top, and it's a little sketchy. We'll just say that much. They need something for sure. 2 backs. They're going to give it to Smith. Smith hit immediately. Great penetration that time from the nose guard. And he's going to lose a yard. Yeah, I guess they'll get back to the original line. Make it 2nd and goal at the 6 again.
One thing that I like at the end of that play, you saw Beckman try to get in there and push his running back into the end zone. That's a team player right there.
Yes, sir. Love it. Spring Hill trying to stiffen that neck right now and bow up one more time. Get that ball back with a 1-possession game and a chance to win it. Dirks trying to put some separation, some insurance on the board. 2 backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Quarterback keeping, rolling to his right. He's looking for a lane to run. He's now going to take the edge. He breaks the tackle, runs out. Maybe got a half a yard. They're going to give him the 5, it looks like.
No gain on the play.
4th and goal at the 5. I'm sorry, 3rd and goal at the 5.
Yeah, he's in this area.
Jason Burton says, great job, ASN. They can't hear him.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Right. And, he's, where's he at now?
He's at Nevada County. Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't have a football program there.
Your other comment is Scott Eisenhower says, great people doing great things for Dirks. We got a timeout by Dirks.
That play clock got down to 1.
Timeout's going to be called down.
5:04 to go. 3rd and goal at the 5. Let's take a break. We'll come back, Aaron. We'll be back right after this.
My prices look like a mirage. Wrong. The prices on these trucks are the lowest prices ever. My trucks look different. Drink plenty of water and wipe your eyes. You're not going to believe these prices. Go to D3 Auto Sales on Facebook right now.
You belong at a school that understands your needs. At Arkansas Tech University, you'll receive a personalized education designed with your interests in mind. Offering over 115 undergraduate degree options, both online and in person, with classes taught by dedicated instructors committed to helping you succeed in your chosen field. Grow beyond your expectations. Apply today and discover why you belong at ATU.
Benjamin McLaughlin says, Kenny, I have an all-access pass with your name on it for our home game here at Louisiana Christian University tomorrow. Kickoff at noon. Well, I hope you're listening, Kenny Helms. Your boy Benjamin hooking you up. Let me get a second here. So here we go. 3rd and go at the 5-yard line. Beckman in the shotgun. He's got Thatcher beside him. He's looking. He's got plenty of time. He's trying to hit the back of the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete. 4th and goal. And you kick a field goal, you take a 7-point lead.
Pass is called incomplete on 3rd down.
If you go for it and get it, you really put yourself in a great position. But if you get stopped, that last time out by Dirks was their last one. So you can't stop the clock anymore if Spring Hill goes down the field and scores on you. You know, right now, I think you're gonna roll the dice and go for it here, and then make Spring Hill go 95 plus on you. Hopefully, if you don't get sacked.
You got 10 seconds to get this ball.
They
got
to get the play now. 7,
go time.
6, 5. Beckman, he's looking back. A lot of confusion here. No timeouts. Can't call a timeout, and that's going to be a delay of game and back them up 5, and that's a huge play. 4th and goal at the 10 now. Confusion, could not get the play in, had to rush.
Got to back it up to the 10, and it's going to be 4th and goal from the 10.
They're still going to go for it. They're going to run the same play.
Whatever it is, they like the look the defense was giving them. And
4 wide, trips left. Now we're going to have one in motion. That's Macklin Smith. Now he's looking. He's got all kinds of pressure. Can he get rid of it? He can't. They're going to blow it down. And now, instead of having to go 95 plus, they're only going to have to go about 82 maybe? 81 yards. They say they're going to mark it at the 19. They've got 4:51 to go.
Outlaws lead 20-16.
We want to give a remembrance to one of our own. Mr. Jim Moody has worked with us off and on over the years at the Arkansas Sports Network. Tragically lost his life this week, and just want to have thoughts and prayers to his family.
Yeah, he was a guy who really loved Arkansas high school football.
Really did.
And he was so excited to be able to talk some high school football on the Facebook page every Thursday night with Alan. And, just gone way too soon.
Low snap. Smith looking. Going to have to get rid of it. He finally will. Somehow he snags it. That's a great catch from Hamilton. He's done a couple of those tonight. And he's going to have a nice pickup on 1st down. He won't go out of bounds, so the clock will keep – yeah, that's correct. He didn't get out of bounds. The clock's going to keep rolling. 4:30 and going. Ball's up to the 25. Pick up a 6. 2nd about 4. They said 19 earlier on the spot. I think it was closer to the 20 than the 19. So it's about a long 5 here. Clock's rolling down to 4:03. Play clock's down to 5, and they're going to have to call a timeout. Play clock was actually at 6. And that's not time when you want to make that. You don't want to run off all the way down. That's not good right there. That was not very well done. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to call it immediately. And that time they just didn't get up to the ball in time and get the play in time. And I've noticed the way they like to run the play in. Quarterback goes over to the sideline and runs back most of the times. Tough to do when you're in a little bit of a 4-minute offense. Wow. Mansfield has a chance to ice the game right now against Charleston. You got to score. That's a huge game. Charleston has been playing out of their minds this year, and Mansfield has been doing the same. Got a big win over Bismarck in week 0. See if I can get a score on that Mansfield-Charleston game. 32-20. Mansfield looks like they're going to stay undefeated.
Hector up 50-21 at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Hector's up 52-21 in the 3rd quarter against their opponent. Got a man wide open. down the field. That is going to be a touchdown, and there's a flag late that comes in at the 45-yard line. I don't know if it's a sideline warning. It is a sideline warning on Dirks. Did you get a replay on that? A 75-yard touchdown. Wow.
Sideline warning against the Outlaws.
He had a guy just float down the seam there and then beautifully dropped in there for the touchdown. You're Spring Hill, you get this 2, and that's going to be a 4-point game. Dirks can't go down and kick a field goal. Now on the other end, you don't get the 2. It's a 2-point game. Dirks goes down and kicks a field goal. They can win the ball game.
Just a beautiful pass. Just let the man get behind him. And that was Hamilton. Took it to the house. Once he got the ball in his hands, he just ran away from everybody. So here comes the 2-point conversion. You got a bunch wide to the left. Quarterback looking to keep. He's going to get stopped. So a field goal can win the game, but you got no timeouts, and you got 3:50 to go down the field for the Dierks Outlaws.
Now think about the switch here. Dirks is down on this end of the field, and I know people can't see where I'm pointing. They're down in the Spring Hill end of the field.
North end, yes, sir.
Yeah. And you have a chance. You're in a goal-to-go situation, and you can make it a 2-score game. Instead, Spring Hill comes out, 1-play touchdown drive, and then they're up by 2 now. It was 1 play, right?
Lots happened since then.
I think it was 1 play. Regardless,
well,
you
no,
get a big play.
They had a carry. Yeah, 2 plays.
Okay, 2 plays.
Because they went from the 19 to the 25, right. Make it 2nd and 5, and then they got the penalty or the timeout.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. So you get a 2-play touchdown drive, quick hitter, explosive play. Now you're up by 2. Now the pressure's on Dirks.
Oh yeah.
To go in and score a touchdown or a field goal.
In that situation, you really cannot let a guy get behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You let a guy get behind you, and that's what can happen, and it did. Great pass. Smith put it on the money. I don't know if we talked about Jackson Smith enough and what he's done tonight. It's a short kick, fielded at the 29. He's going to be hammered down around the 35. So they're going to have to go about 65 yards. They might give him the 36 here. Official mark is going to be at the 30, between the 35 and 36.
For the Bears.
Looks like he's going to put it right on the 35. So they got 65 yards to go. Now, after that kick return, that ran off 7 seconds. So you got 3:43.
Had a night for Dirks that started out with jubilation, excitement for this T-Mobile giveaway, and now you're on the edge of your seat hoping the Outlaws.
Oh, look at this. Look at Thatcher.